Let's get everything pulled up over here. Everything that we can. Got the chat pulled up. We'll let people congregate while I set up the YouTube stream. For those of you that are first in the chat, you know how this goes. I got to go over to the stream. I got to go set some settings. I got to let people know. Oh, turn your videos into live streams with restream.io. They put that right in the... Look at that. They put that right in the description. And I'm going to tag the mug tonight. Because I'm drinking from the mug tonight. Had some people hick up the mug. Thank you very much, Chris. You know who you are. Joining Mug Club. All right. Let's pop that in there. Let's get... What? Put this on the playlists. SNES walkthroughs live. Excuse me. This game's been boring its way into my brain since being offline with it. I'm really interested in the weapon upgrade system and how this whole thing works. Very into the game now, and liking the way that it plays. And I said this in the Discord for those of you that aren't in there and want to be. It is tagged to the homepage, my YouTube homepage, but it is more contained than most RPGs. Like, it doesn't feel overwhelming yet. It did a little bit last stream, but since playing offline and kind of understanding how this works now, it doesn't feel as overwhelming. In fact, I feel very motivated to try to max out all the weapons. And I'm not sure how possible that is, but like that's the kind of way I like to play these games. Oh, Secret of Mana is go through and try to get, all the weapons upgraded as much as they can for every character and stuff like that. All right, let's save here. And this time I didn't do this last time. Let's go ahead and remember to turn on monetization for the ads because daddy needs some new shoes. You know what I mean? Sorry, everybody. It's the way of the world. Your attention is a product. Advertisers pay YouTube to, show you ads that you skip in 5 seconds. And I get a cut of that. So you're going to have to deal with that. Okay. All right. Are we good on the YouTube details? I think so. Moving over. Anything else that we need to know? No, YouTube is done. Okay, very good. Hello, everybody. There she is. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. What's up, Tenebro? What's up, Collection Craze? Johnny Stallard. Glad to hear that you are doing well. Luna Knight's in the building. Hello, everybody. David Allen. Yo, go Bills, David Allen. I don't know what to think. What up, Mikey Want Wingy over on the Twitcher? Fine people. Retro Nate mug. Tagged in the YouTube description if you want your mug. Thanks for being here, everybody. What's up? Let's see if your studying paid off. It was a little bit just like getting into the rhythm of how to navigate the menus. I don't like it. It is very tough when you're streaming to not feel like you're just a giant liability for everyone watching. Like, no, but I don't know that anyone really wants to watch someone else just struggle bust the entire way through. So, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes, Brian. Let's see. Luna's here. Viper is in the building. JS. Hey, Swack Hammer. What's up, man? Over on both, Paul is double duty. Look at the support from Mr. Paul 84 over here. What's up, Chaos? How we doing, man? Nice to see you. Sean is in the building. Have you watched Zero walkthrough on this? I have never watched a walkthrough on this. No, we are going to do this. We're doing this blind first playthrough. However, as I teased in Discord, we have a special guest that is going to be joining us tonight and talking us through this one a little bit. He can choose whether he wants to backseat a little bit. He can choose whether he wants. Knowing him, he absolutely won't. He'll probably troll me as we go through the game. But we'll be joined by a special guest who I'll be able to cut it up with a little bit. Member of the community that you guys will probably be familiar with, and we'll be talking through this game and just hanging out, he and I, playing through this one tonight. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Yes, that is a new system that the U.S. has adopted recently, Brian. It is it's a whole new thing. A lot of countries are doing it. What's up, everybody? Sean, how we doing? Smamtastic. Excited about the menu breaks? I'm excited about all of it. And that was the part that took me the most most time to really get comfortable navigating. I'm still not great at it, but at least I don't feel like I'm a giant liability going through those. Adam Carter, MI5. What's up, man? I will kick some butt. Not just some butt. I'll try to kick most butt if possible. Years ago, remember, pretty easy if you buff right. That's where I'm getting, Eric. I think I think the fun is going to be in pursuing the weapon upgrades and maxing out and stuff like that. Need some more likes. One thing I did notice, Sean, and thank you so much for calling that out. Yes, if you're able to and you're over on YouTube and want to like the stream, that helps this push to a wider audience. If you're over on Twitch, please tell all of your friends, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother to get an account on Twitch and spend all of their time with me when I am live. That's all I ask of you. I don't think it's that much to ask, but if you could do that real quick, that'd be great. Goddess Carrie in the building. Hug to you as well. Cheers to you. You're fine, man. Imagine me floundering around without the guide as a kid. You got it. Yeah, not discouraging moments, but just for my own playing proficiency, wanting to not look like a total goof out here. So it was nice to take a little bit of time offline. I replayed almost everything up to where we left off last time. And someone had mentioned that I missed an orb last time, but I realized what they were saying. I didn't miss an orb. I missed upgrading my spear last time because I had gotten a spear orb, but never actually forged the weapon. So we're going to do that first. And then I think we're headed to, if I remember correctly, we have to head to the forest, which is where we sent Luna in the last session that we did. We picked up Chaos, the sprite child, and we have to go to the forest next, and that is our next job. So that's going to be rolling. Yeah, 12,000 subscribers. We got up to 12,100 over the weekend, courtesy, I think, in large part to Beavis and Butthead. So yeah, cool. That was cool. It's been still doing pretty well on the video sphere, so that's pretty good. Aladdin just came out yesterday, so if you guys haven't seen that one, we put that out there. And that is what our fifth Sega Genesis game. We covered Toe Jam and Earl, Streets of Rage 2, Beavis and Butthead, Lion King, and Aladdin. We have 2 more that are uploaded now. I still am working on getting some more, but I might bounce back off of Sega for a little while. I have to learn that system a little bit more. I didn't have as much of it growing up, so that was it. What's up, Bear? Rockadactylus is here with 20 viewers. My goodness, goodness gracious, specialist. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Racco, thanks so much for the raid, man. And thank you for bringing in the crew. Everyone, I am Retro Nate, Rockadactylus, as you all know, a wonderful person and streamer. How did, was it Lufia 2 tonight? Were we rocking some more? Is it the Ancient Cave? I am so woefully unfamiliar with Lufia 2. It is on the list, obviously, of one I have to go through, one that you will absolutely help me through when we get there. But thank you, Racco. Appreciate you bringing the crew in here. Bear Project, I see you, man. Streets of Rage 2 is up there. Shouted you out in that one because you are the biggest force behind Streets of Rage 2 getting its due flowers. That soundtrack and everything else. Super duper adorable Crested Gecko raid. I have to agree, Ninja Debugger. That is the Rockadactylus trademark. So Final Fantasy V today. Got you. Is that for the 4-job fiesta? 4-job fiesta? 5-job fiesta? There are many jobs. I haven't seen the latest jobs report. It hasn't sounded great, but maybe there are 4 jobs around and a party to boot. Which would make the 4-job fiesta sound correct. Jimmy B is in the building. What's up? Wow, look at this Twitch crew over here, man. We got everybody coming over here on Twitch. We got Specialist in here. Thank you again for the follow. Appreciate that. Very nice to have you with us. We got Jimmy B in the building over here. Along with just lots of great names. Got us pulling double duty and going on both platforms. Appreciate that, unless I'm just inventing that in my mind. All right, we have a bit to get through tonight. And as I teased out a little bit earlier, we are looking to play this one tonight, but not just play it, but play it in the company of a good friend and a good member of the community who has been nothing but supportive and nothing but a positive force in our space every time we get together. So he is going to join me and we are going to cut it up a little bit as we play through this one. I've also mentioned it excuse me, I may have mentioned this before, but as he said, sorry, that was just the little intro here. But as he said from his own mouth, is that this is his favorite all-time game, the all-time favorite for this individual. So I figure, what the heck? Let's go ahead and mute chat if we can, and let's see if we can connect with the one and only Rackadactylus to join us and hang out for a little while. How would you guys feel about that? Don't care how you feel about that. I feel like calling him, and that's what we're going to do. So, Racco, if you're around, I'm going to go ahead and give you that buzz. And we're going to bring in. What's up, man?
How's it going?
I'm not doing bad. Let me get your volume here turned up just a touch before we move you on to where we're going. Okay, hang on a second. There's my user volume. Okay, gonna jack up your volume just a touch. Talk to me.
Okie dokie.
Tell me sibilance.
Hi, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, you're good. I gotta move you around a little bit, but we got you, buddy. Gotta move you. Because, obviously nothing stays the same from one test to another.
Why would it?
But why would it? All right, cool. Folks, I'll get him centered here, but the one, the only, Rackadactylus is joining us. Go ahead and wave to your fans. Thank you for being here, man. This is really cool of you. Thanks for agreeing to jump on with us.
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah. I do want to say that I have been streaming for 6 hours. I'm gonna go grab some food real quick.
Yeah, do that.
So if you want to continue all the intro with chatting with the community and all that, I'm gonna shut the camera off for a bit so that you all don't see me eating. But I'll be back in a few minutes with some food.
All right. If you do that, hang on. Don't leave just yet. You have to be hungry. Listen, okay. If Cory Booker can do it, you're gonna sit here and do it too for just a minute. Okay. Let me just get the transform done, and then I will release you from this. What is it? Is that Lord of the Rings? Like, I will release you from this living death. Maybe that's a little bit too morbid to get into here at 9 o'clock, but we'll touch on that a little bit later.
A little bit. Also, I want to point out the shirt that I'm wearing is from a special somebody as well.
Oh, look at that. Retro Nate shirt in the building. That is an original press, so that is not available. That particular shirt was a limited time offer. I think I got you centered now. A limited time offer of that was an original press from a manufacturer here that I started using, and then once we got onto Fourth Wall, it's a different manufacturer. So that is a one of a kind, my friend, and it looks darn good on you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, I mean, it's been through the wash a bit, and some of
I'm losing
the
you,
print
bud.
is starting to chip off, but I've also just been wearing it like it's made my regular rotation of shirt. I'm losing.
It might be. Is it my internet or maybe it's yours? I'm not sure.
I was muted for some reason somehow.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead?
No, I got muted somehow.
You did. Okay. I've got. I'll tell you what. I've got you centered. Why don't you grab yourself some food if you want, and we'll be good to go. All right. Sounds good, man. All right. We'll see you in a little bit. Sounds good. So, yeah, we're going to be hanging out. He's a real doctor from America with a PhD in kicking your butt. That is he. So, yeah, we're going to get a Racco Cam 2 tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's get off of Super Metroid because that's not what we're playing. Yeah, he's rocking the Retro Nate shirt, and I don't even rock one of those. I don't have one of those over here. What's up, Chris? Christopher Albright. Welcome to Mug Club, my friend. Welcome to Mug Club. Joining us over on Mug Club. Appreciate that, man. Representing big time over here. Thanks so much for subbing and grabbing yourself a mug. Settle in, grab a drink. If you guys don't have a snack, yeah, it is Gandalf. And not King Theoden, though. It's Gandalf when he's talking to the dead army in the Cursed Mountain. Yeah, it was a little bit laggy. I'm not sure if that was on my end or his, but we'll see if this one, if it catches up here. Never played this one, and it's on your list. James, me too, man. We are definitely we're in this together, okay? So let's go ahead and, here, let me make sure. So I still got him up and rolling. It's just a matter of whenever he comes back. That's good. So we'll let him pop back in whenever he is ready. Dark Jack is in the building. What's up, man? It's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, look at that, and he's the namesake of the file. So this is where we left off last time. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, we got a whole crap load of weapons, okay? We got the spike knuckle, which sounds like, something that, I don't know, who would do that? Axel sounds like he'd do that from Streets of Rage. Boomerang. A Shobin's bow. The spear is what I got to upgrade. So let me go ahead and do that real quick as a first point of action here. Because I got the orb, but I never upgraded that last time. So basically, as I understand it, how this works is that you have to collect orbs for each weapon, right? And then when you do, you come back to this jabroni over here, and he's going to forge it. So as you see up there at the top, spear going up one level is going to be 200 gold. Let's go ahead and hit OK. Let's forge it. And now I have the heavy spear. So every time I get an orb for a weapon, I got to fire back here and get him to forge a new one. But doing that now gives me, so this is how this works. This was the part that like I didn't get at first and now I get it. So now I go to my weapon levels, which are right here. Okay. Now I have a heavy spear. If I go over to it, I've got 2 out of 2 energy orbs for it. But here's where it gets weird. So on the broadsword and the heavy spear, you see I have 2 energy orbs for each of these. I have to use the sword in order to level it up to level 2. Level 2 is its max now because I forged it. Now I have to use it to get it leveled up to that max. And then once I do, I'll get some additional abilities and additional like swing power with it. So this has taken me a while to kind of figure out. All of that though, I think what it really means is like I need to kind of evenly go through and rotate weapons to try to keep them relatively like leveled up evenly, I guess. Now in the meantime, I want to go back and see what, but it's also the thing that you got to remember is that it's by character, right? So if I have, for this sprite child, I have level 0 with all of these. He's got to, because he just joined me. So now I have to start killing things with these things in order to get weapon upgrades from there. So really deep and a lot to do when it comes to that, but at least I upgraded the spear, and I'm going to get the broadsword upgraded and then just kind of rotate through all of my weapons as I can. Let me make sure too that I am equipped with stuff here. So this is all right. I've got the right headgear on, I've got the right wrist armor on, and I've got the right midge robe on. Yeah. Well, midge robe is... No, hang on. Oh, balls. I just learned how to do this. Hang on. Kung Fu suit. No. Spike suit. Don't laugh at me. Well, maybe you can laugh a little. Hang on.
I didn't mean to.
That's hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Well, let me do that. I didn't mean to hear it.
I didn't mean to out loud. That's what you meant. Yeah, okay.
I'm sitting here eating, so I thought I was muted.
You're not muted, but actually I think the disembodied head kind of adds a little bit, so feel free to just chime in and laugh as you choose. Okay. I did some homework over the weekend. You're darn right I did, and check it out. Oh, I also need to set this sprite's action level. But I got to do that. Okay, hang on. I got to do that with the other menu. There we go. Approach and attack. Let's go. Ain't no freeloaders around here. We got to kill these buzzbees. All right. Sword good. What am I, a Neanderthal? Sword good. Okay. Now we have to go to that forest. But in the meantime, let's kill some stuff so we can level up a bit. I think that is the play. All right, all right, all right. All right, who do we got in here? Shoot, David Martin. Been waiting for you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Is this your first stream in here? First time in? Guys, we have a newbie. David let me know on an earlier message that he was going to be here for the first time, and I'm glad you showed up, sir. Nice to see you. All right. What's up, Luck? How we doing? All right, let's get the heck out of these menus. Oh, wait a minute. Over to the right? No, nothing over to the right. Just a bunch of rocks, and I don't care about those. Okay, good. Oh, we got a bee. All right, hang on. Okay, ooh, man, this broadsword is legit. Oh, boy. Yep, hit it again. Hit it again. There we go. Chaos reaches level 2. That's right, we did name him Chaos. After our man in the chat here. Mr. Chaos 381. He's let you know. All right, where are we? Haunted Forest. Up! I've already been in the navel. I mean, who hasn't? Okay, new area that we have not been yet. And we are smoking some of these things. What do we got? Haunted Forest up. Guy's navel down. What's over to the right? Cannon thing. Nah, I don't want to go anywhere yet. This map doesn't seem very big yet. I don't know if it's huge later, but it seems like maybe there are some key points to go to, and you kind of... Nah, it's too early to tell, actually. Oh, some poor girl went there alone. Oh, dear. All right, so we gotta head up to this haunted forest. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Do I have a cool... I have a cool attack, don't I? Oh, I got hit by a flower. Whoops. All right, that thing's gone. Oh, smacked you. Yeah, I'm digging... Oh, wait a minute. Did their weapon upgrade? Thanks, Chaos. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, if you can, like on the stream, that is a big help for us over on YouTube. If you're over on Twitch, thanks for being here, man. Feel free to just chill, to sit in the background, to enjoy the vibes of this one. This is an interesting one. I really like this one, if I haven't mentioned that already. Okay, 50. Oh, so that's the other thing, too. So this is the percentage that you are to the next level. That 58 after the colon on the weapon status screen is the percentage you are to the next level. So I can get to level 1 on all of these weapons just by using each of them with the sprite child. Okay, where do I...
Yep.
Ah, there he is! You back, man! And we got no lag!
Yeah. I am fed.
Now we're talking.
Dinner is nice.
I am fed. So what? You were streaming Final Fantasy V for like 5 hours. What was the run tonight?
So it's a recurring donation incentive that I have on my channel, where I will do what's called a 4-job fiesta run, which means that I'm restricted to using only 4 jobs. But unlike during the actual 4-job fiesta charity fundraising season, this time, rather than it being randomly determined, chat gets to vote on what my jobs are.
Oh, okay. And
which means that it's always going to be an interesting combination of jobs, because a lot of people in my community know enough about the game to know what jobs don't work well together.
And I'm going to go ahead and bet that they give you those most often.
Yeah, so this is only the 3rd one that's gotten to that point, and I do have an additional restriction in there to make my life a little bit easier, so that each run doesn't just become super repetitive. But
okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm liking it.
And job is that another word? Like, would I call that a class of character?
Yeah,
because I'm an unwashed miscreant. Is that why?
Oh well, no. Most video games would call them character classes or job classes or jobs, and then some games even call them something completely different. There's a couple of games, Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and Bravely Default 2, where they're not called classes, they're not called jobs, they're called asterisks.
Asterisks?
Sure, why not?
I'll tell you why not, because it's dumb. What? An asterisk?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing.
This is how we're gonna just explain this one away. Well, I don't know. It's a thing, though.
It's a thing.
Okay, yeah, I suppose we can.
I hope, right. But yeah, hey everybody from Nate's community. Hey Chaos, Collection Craze,
yeah.
Dark Jack, David.
So this is the man, the myth, and the legend. So everyone who has been in chat, if you've seen Emilio, okay, someone died. I lost a guy. Well, this is no good.
You gotta stop doing that.
Well, stop. I haven't even started yet. This is no good. How do I bring this one back?
I want to see you figure it out first.
Oh, for the love. At least tell me this. Is it a separate item from just healing HP?
Yes.
Okay. I was assuming so, but... Alright, well... Does an inn do it?
Yes.
Okay. So I probably need to go and stock up on some items if I'm doing this. These guys stink, man.
Yeah, this is a very difficult part of the game.
Okay, well...
just because the enemies do hit a little bit harder.
I'm kind of pulling a Legolas here. I'm doing okay with this bow. I mean, smoke that one. All right, so we got to get some items to get these things, to get this little sprite child healed up. And it's my boy Chaos. I can't just leave him, a ghost here. So let's not do that.
Yeah, very important, because when they're a ghost, they can't get any experience. So right now, Chaos is not leveling up.
What a freeloader. What a loser. Hey, question for you. So, or actually, I want to do this as well. Thank you, Collection Craze, for dropping that in. What I wanted to do is let everyone know, too, that it's Rackadactylus over on Twitch. If you're not giving him a follow already, please be sure to do that. As we mentioned earlier, Lufia 2 runs Final Fantasy V in the 4-job Fiesta, among other things. Modding for other larger communities over there, and just well known in the retro space. A speedrunner of Shantae as well, which when's the last time one of those attempts went through? Because those are always impressive for me to take in, frankly. Selfishly, I want to know why you haven't done what I want you to do. That's what I'm asking.
Wow, you sound like my parents. No, I've done Shantae pretty recently as well. I actually got a new PB in sort of my main category back in January.
Really?
Having not touched the game in like 3 or 4 months, I came back after one day, and my second run was like a 7-second personal best,
Whoa.
which shocked the heck out of me. But I recently started redoing Legend of Mana.
No kidding.
Absolutely having fun with that.
And
Yeah.
Legend of Mana is the sequel to this, I take it?
It's in the same franchise, but the games are all kind of disconnected. But it's sort of 2 after Secret of Mana. So the Mana franchise starts with Final Fantasy Adventure, because in Japan the game's names are they would translate to The Legend of the Holy Sword, with the first game being The Legend of the Holy Sword 1, and then Secret of Mana is actually the second game in the franchise. So Final Fantasy Adventure is for the Game Boy. Secret of Mana for the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Then the third game in the franchise is Legend of the Holy Sword 3, or Seiken Densetsu is what it is in Japanese.
Okay.
So Seiken Densetsu 3. We did not get that in the United States until just a few years ago.
I've heard people reference that, but it was always using it interchangeably with this franchise. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's So there was a pretty good fan translation that was released in, I want to say 1999 or 2000, that was for people outside of Japan, their sort of first introduction to the game. It was a well anticipated game. It just was never released officially outside of Japan until I want to say like 2018, 2019, as part of the Collection of Mana release that was for like the Switch and things like that. So I have it for the Switch as a result. That was the first official translation where the game became localized as Trials of Mana.
Okay.
So now Trials of Mana, and there's a remake of Secret of Mana, and there's a remake of Trials of Mana as well. So the third game we didn't get until recently, but the fourth game is Legend of Mana. It was released for the PlayStation 1 in 2000. I actually just looked this up earlier. In 2000. And it's just one of the prettiest games, period.
And it is PlayStation 1?
Yeah, PlayStation 1. It is a living storybook. In sort of so many ways, and the music is amazing. The art style, the pixel art, and the pre-rendered backgrounds are gorgeous, which is just a kind of common thing with the Mana franchise. Is a lot of attention is paid to the art to make them just very pretty games. Like you can even see here in Secret of Mana the very vibrant, lively colors.
Really, yeah.
Even like you were in the Witch's Woods, it's sort of dark and gloomy area, but still with the use of contrasting primary colors and so on to help bring it to life.
Yeah, that first thought that I had when I went into that woods was it reminded me of the wait a minute. Oh, your sword reached level 2. Sweet. It reminded me of the haunted woods in Link to the Past a little bit, with like the fog over top. All right, let's see what this thing is.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You got a little swirly bird action with this broadsword here. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. Brian Hensey. Nate didn't die in the forest, but the sprite did. So Nate left to go bring the sprite back to life.
Yeah, I got work to do.
Hopefully to get the items that he will figure out are needed to bring characters back to life.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually, but I didn't see them in the dwarf village. So what I kind of want to do is, all right. Oh wait, hang on. We got to switch up some axe now, so let's move her over to... is it a he or a she? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's...
The sprite is canonically in Japanese, gender neutral.
Okay.
But in different localizations, the sprite is referred to as a he in English, for instance, but a she in, I want to say German, but I'm not 100%. So the sprite is how gendered more or less depending on whoever localized the game for whatever region.
Ah, okay. So. Well, then we're going with just calling it chaos. How about that? All right, these things suck.
I think of the sprite as he, and I always named it after, he characters in sort of my life when I was playing the game. So
this thing's
I
firing.
Think you're fine sort of referring to it, however.
This thing's firing boomerangs like a mofo right now, and I'm down with it. Why? They're always splitting. Am I getting more XP for killing these things? These are awful enemies.
I think so. Yeah,
right,
they are awful enemies. And
right. Chaos is dead again. Okay, great. We're going up here.
Thank you for bringing that up, Goddess. So I do retro games, I do speedruns, but I also do weekly science communication content as well.
Oh yes. Thank you.
I do have very expensive degrees in very fancy fields, and my expertise is actually studying why people believe weird things, and so I do the science of why people believe weird things. So conspiracy, science denial, why people buy things that Gwyneth Paltrow is selling, or why people, support Robert F. Kennedy Jr., that kind of stuff.
Listen,
the sort of gamut of nonsense.
Yeah, the nonsense stuff, though, buying Gwyneth Paltrow's stuff... Okay, yeah, I suppose that's right. What does she sell? I'm not even familiar with that reference.
So she is part owner, I think, of a company called Goop, and they sell some very, very dubious health, in quotation marks, stuff, including one of their most infamous products is an egg-shaped piece of jade that is advised to go inside of you in order to extract toxins, and I will leave it sort of vague what going inside of you means, because I imagine you can use your imagination for that. Okay. And I do just want to tell you, jade is a very, very porous mineral, which means it's got lots of nice little nooks and crannies and space inside for bacteria and dirt and all sorts of things to live and host and fixate. So please don't ever put jade inside of you in any place. Not up your nose, don't swallow it, don't do anything.
Or jade.
You will actually make yourself sick.
Or jade. Okay, well, I had no idea, and thank you for filling me in on that. I'll make sure that I do not work my way through the jade purchase cycle over there with Paltrow. Wow. Well, sorry.
Like dubious health claims and things like that. So I talk about that stuff.
But that's all.
Thank you, Goddess, for bringing that up.
Yes, that's all underneath the under the kind of umbrella of your degree and what you study. So
yeah.
All right. Now you told me. By the way, I forgot. And hang on. Let me chime in here with chat real quick. You're playing along with me, Rishi. What's up, man? Nice to see you in here. James, what's happening? Coffee, please.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Let's go.
I thought about playing along with you as well, but then I figured I might get too involved in the game and just ignore you completely. I love this game so much.
But that got to be honest, that's probably an improvement over actually paying attention to what I'm doing. Chaos, appreciate that. Hey, one thing I did think about, Verdi, thanks for being here. One thing I did think about is that people who might be watching might not be logged in and cannot like the stream, so I get it. But yeah, if you're able to drop a like on the stream, that's a big help. Yeah, jade in the ear, nose, and throat is bad. Confirmed by Brian. Appreciate that. Okay, I need to get... Can I get items here that will help me with this, or am I doomed to getting the heck out of here and going to a different town? I think I probably got to do the latter here. I got to go over to the... I'm going to go through the blacksmith here, get out, and then see if I can
You're gonna kind of kick yourself here, but you were actually really, really close to the shop where you could buy them when you decided to leave the forest.
I don't know that I'm going to kick myself.
There's no way you could have known.
Athletically...
There's no way you could have known, but...
Athletically, it's a very hard thing to do. I don't want to
You might want
spend
to talk to Neko then.
If I'm nothing, I'm not cheap. So I don't know.
Yeah, but there might be
Let me at least see.
him being the only source of getting them.
Then capitalism rears its ugly head again. Okay.
It does.
All right. What do you got for me?
Hey, Ness Encyclopedia.
Royal Jam.
I'm one of the moderators, Emilio. I'm also Rackadactylus on Twitch.tv, moderator in the Twitch stream as well. And I'm just joining Nate as some color commentary for
and
the
hanging
Secret
out.
of Mana run.
Yeah, what's up, Ness? How you doing, man? All right. Hang on a second. Oh. Okay. Fairy Walnut. That feels expensive. That feels like it would be really mean if that were the item I needed. Royal Jam, 100 feels reasonable. Chocolate feels like it's extra HP. Now we're into the armor. A barrel? Am I going down a river anytime soon? Or potentially panhandling? Cup of Wishes, maybe? Well, I could just buy stuff.
If your friend was dead, wouldn't you want to wish him back?
Very nice. Well, this better be right, unless you're a jackass, and then you just maybe spend $300 on nothing. Do I even have? I should probably get some HP revival here too. All right, hang on a second. Let's work our way through the old back through here and through the forest, I suppose. I gotta get out here anyway, so let's get rid of that. Okay. All right, back through the forest. And that was where our other ally was, right? So we're going to pick them up on the way, I think. All right, get over here. All right, good. Very cool. Oh, all right, this stuff bothers me. The ally running right into a block of some kind. Is that a common thing that you start to just get good at improving upon moving them out of there? Switching between characters?
No, it's just something you get used to being frustrated about.
Okay.
like legitimately, AI pathing in this is one of the most obnoxious things.
Ah, okay. So I felt bad when we did our little test call yesterday. I was kind of like in the middle of finishing bedtime, but you had asked how things were going with the kiddos, and you referenced that I posted that he has played NBA Jam Tournament Edition recently. That was the recent discovery, and now we are 11 teams deep. We're 11-0, and we're running roughshod through the league, and he is starting to really enjoy the idea of pushing people as that gets basically rewarded for doing that. So I think between that and eventually I'll show him Arch Rivals, and then he'll be completely on board with all of that 2-on-2 arcade basketball. But that was fun. We played a little bit more of that tonight. Were you ever? I know that you've referenced before that you are a Jags supporter of sorts in the NFL.
Yep.
But do you have any interest at all in basketball or no?
Not really.
Not really.
I don't know. I think I've been to one college basketball game, and I think that's it. And I just didn't find myself particularly enjoying it.
Yeah, I was never into basketball at all. And it's just funny how sometimes the things that your kids get into, you're just called into that world a little bit more than you're familiar with. So this is like a new world.
Fox, welcome on in.
Yo, Fox is in the building. What's up, man? All right, Chaos up to level 5. I'm at level 8, and now I'm working on the bow. And all right, I think tell me if this is a reasonable strategy. I'm trying to cycle through weapons to get everybody to level stuff up relatively evenly. Is that reasonable for right now, or am I wasting a whole lot of effort and time trying to do that?
I mean, you can if you want to. There is no wrong way to play this kind of game when it comes to that stuff.
This is why I need you around. This is why I need these positive thoughts in my brain when I'm second guessing myself and all this stuff. And you're just like, just have fun. Just play and have fun, because that's what we're here for. That's the stuff I appreciate, Emilio, big time. Oh, ooh, look at now.
I mean, I think a lot of us do forget that games do exist for us to enjoy. Even if we are playing it as a challenge, like, oh, I want to do Elden Ring hitless or whatever it is, you got to be having fun with it. If you're not having fun, probably take a step back. So when it comes to a casual playthrough or a first playthrough, ignore everybody and everything telling you how to play it unless you are specifically asking for feedback, and just do what you want as long as you're having fun.
Just do what you want as long as you're having fun. This is a novel concept, and one that I can... There's the Nico. I could have gotten cheap, more expensive stuff over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah, I was kind of laughing that you started walking back when you were about like 3 or 4 pixels down from seeing him.
Dude,
Not that you would have known to buy the stuff from him. But yeah, I was actually just looking at the manual just so that I wasn't telling you what the stuff does, because you don't have access to the manual. The manual does say the Cup of Wishes, hold this magical cup to the lips of one who has perished, and that person is restored with full hit points and magic points.
Very much.
That's actually a lie.
Oh, okay.
That's a lie. They're restored with full hit points. They're not restored with full magic points.
Whoa. Sorry, some very big
deal, because magic, magic is quite the precious resource.
No kidding.
Point.
Chaos with a big 5 bomb going for memberships over on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. We hit Danger Man, Corn-Fed Orc. That's something. Devious Rage 28, Tangled Hook, Kevin Gardner. Chaos, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. With 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube, that gives you guys access to videos that we have posted already that are members first. Any video that I post on YouTube is members first. So we have a couple more Sega Genesis walkthroughs that you can check out. Chaos, man, thank you so much for the generosity and hooking up the other members over here, or the other viewers over here, with memberships. Divine Dragon, I completely forgot to say hello as you walked in. No, I did not save over at Nico, which, I'm going ahead and hang that out there. I'm probably in bad shape because I got a boss here to deal with, but, no guts, no glory, I guess. All right, let's figure out what we're going to do, though. Let's not level up a weapon here. Let's use my broadsword. No, let's use the spear. And I'm dying, which is great. The werewolf got whacked. Okay.
Luck Jackson, okay. I often played NBA Jam as Bill Clinton as well.
Oh, that was it.
The character stats didn't matter. Like, that was not a thing back in those days. All the characters were basically the same, so just have fun. It was very neat in 1994 to play as the president. Oh,
it was so cool. And you could play as Hillary Clinton as well, too. I didn't realize that was a possibility.
And Collection Craze asked the question, was this the first RPG that didn't have turn-based battles? No. There's I don't know if this is the first, but Crystallis for the Nintendo Entertainment System was another action RPG.
Have you never played that all the way through?
I've never played it at all, which does surprise a lot of people who do think that it's a game that I would enjoy. So I definitely would like to at some point.
I think I referenced... 1 minute too late for reviving the Sprite Child here. I think you referenced that at one point. I was like, that's one that's right up your alley that I feel like you would enjoy. Luna. Oh ho, I knew you'd come. Okay, let's go. You just stood there, you had a sword the whole time? Not cool. Not cool. All right. We got 3 to deal with now. This is going to be a lot. Okay. What?
So interesting sort of the devs thought of everything kind of thing. Okay. There are a few ways to get the party together at this point. The way that I saw some people mention the last time you streamed this, which was the first thing I did, was going to Gaia's navel immediately, not even picking up the girl in Pandora, and then just beating Tropicalo, getting the Sprite, then going into the forest, then doing that fight with the 2 werewolves.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of thought it was for the longest time. And then you can go to Pandora to get the girl before going to Gaia's navel.
Yeah.
But if you go into Gaia's navel and she's like, no, I don't want to go here, and then you leave with her, go into the forest, you will get to a point where you're blocked. And she says, fine, I guess we'll go see the dwarves.
Oh,
and
so
then
you
could actually have her in that fight too.
Got it. You got to pacify her by going. But okay, all right, I got you. So that is how you go about collecting.
Come on in.
What's up, Hans? How we doing, man? All right. What do we got here? What's up, Immense? This is our buddy Emilio. It's a Rackadactyls. He's the namesake of the game here. So we're gonna go ahead and pay proper respect to our guy Emilio here. Let me switch up.
That was proper respect, calling me a jabroni.
Hang on. Let me start. All right. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Jobin's bow is done. Let me grab the axe again. So that'll be my weapon. And I'm only doing this now just because I want to get those initial levels out of the way. All right, and now let's go level for Luna and see what we need. The broadsword, she's got that, so let's let her work on that. And because the orbs stay. Okay, good. So the orbs are irrespective of user. And then we've got the sprite that needs to use what? Boomerang is almost there, and then we'll move it over to something else. Move it to the bow or something. Okay, cool. So I got everyone with the weapon I want. All right, good.
And yeah, James, this is more of an action RPG versus something like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy 1 or Super Mario RPG, which is turn-based. So just sort of two general styles of combat for an RPG. This one's on the action side of things.
I have to say I just adore the fact that it's on the action side. Something about the pacing of it, I just like the action side so much more. And it probably has to do with just the way that I'm comfortable battling and playing through any games. Like anything, what am I trying to say? Like the NES style, like running through the levels and platforming and shooting live, like Contra, right? Like there's a live element to how to process the terrain you're in, what to do. And there's some part of that I've always felt like I'm stronger at, certainly, than the turn-based stuff. Oh, Luna's a goner. That stinks. This is no good. I need a bow and fast. Get out of here. There we go. Okay. Well, I waited until Luna was dead and then decided to start playing smart. Okay, good. That tracks. That's who I am. Ooh, you got
Work
whacked.
Smarter, not harder, but only after your friends are dead.
Now this is the kind of wisdom that I pay for when I bring you on here. You know what I mean?
I am delivering exactly what you paid for. The quality of my commentary is worth exactly that much.
Exactly right. Let's move the sprite over to the bow. Eventually we'll save our dead friend. Take it pry it from her cold dead fingers. All right. And then I've got, what do I have the boomerang for? I don't think I want that yet, do I? Shoot, I can't remember now. What do I want? I want the axe. Give me the axe. Oh man, navigating these menus is going to take me a minute. All right, give me the axe. All right, now I smack you around. Okay, what? Who's making fun of me? Somebody is.
No, Gameview is making fun of me. He's one of my mods, and he's in your Twitch chat right now.
Who is? Oh, Caneview?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Well, come on in, Kane. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, Kane?
And
Thanks for
Helder
being here.
Silver over on YouTube. This game is my favorite game of all time. It just hits on so many levels. Music is adorable. Graphics are really good. Story's pretty good, too. It is my all-time favorite game, too, which is why Nate has allowed me to sort of sit on the couch with him, as it were, as he's playing this.
What in the world? Oh, I created a path. No kidding. All right, this is kind of wild, except my whole party's dead. Is that a bad thing?
I mean, it's not a good thing.
Really depends on how you view life, I think.
It depends on how you view Luna and Chaos, I guess.
All right. Yeah. We're getting housed here, fellas. Let's go ahead and switch to this. Oh, look at me hitting you like with an Aussie weapon there, from down under. With a boomerang. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I've offended people with how I said that. Okay. Up here? Is this what did I create a path over here? I have to make sure their dead sprites can move along too? No, this isn't right.
Yes, you do.
Won't be able to cut this without.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. What's up, me? Oh, I just didn't... Okay, what's up? Thanks, Angry Helder. Thank you for the follow. I didn't come down here before, but I probably did what I needed to do. I am missing this thing constantly. Okay, there we go. I probably did what I needed to do before traveling to this, and now this is okay, now that bridge is created. So I went, ironically, the correct way first. I mean, we all know I am going to die very quickly, and very soon, right?
I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it.
I think you keep on using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. By the way, showed Max that fully for the first time 2 days ago, or yesterday, I want to say. Finally got through because I tried to show him Princess Bride when he was like 7, and the lady in the nightmare freaked him out, and he couldn't watch it.
Oh.
So
yeah,
he wanted to turn it off at that point. I was like, no, man, it's okay. Oh, wait, what do we got, a hammer or something? What am I got to pound this with something? I need the power of flight. How about I just go up here? Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you selected? Okay. Oh, this is... I feel nervous and a little gassy. Okay.
Well, one of those will pass with time.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Are we... I can't throw at an angle. That stinks. These guys remind me of those characters in Ganon's temple that, like, move opposite you. You know which ones I'm talking about? The ones you got to take out with arrows? The little red and green ones?
Mm-hmm.
They're not at all those enemies.
Little mimics.
Mimics. You know all the words, don't you? Okay.
I don't actually know if they are called mimics in the game, because they call all sorts of things weird things, like skeletons are called Stalfos, and you know, they've just got weird names for things.
I'm pretty sure I referred to the skeletons in my Zelda 1 walkthrough as Stavros. I don't know if I saw them looking Greek in some way, but that is how I referred to them, and I got a lot of correction from people on that. They're like, dude, it's Stalfos. Oh well. Yeah.
I mean, that's your own fault for being wrong on the internet.
But he really looked like a lily. Yeah, I know. It was a tough one. So, all right, I'm getting a little bit of a rhythm with these dorks, these little goblin things. I'm just gonna have to leave my friends dead for a while. There's no other way around it. Did I make it through this godforsaken place? Am I almost done? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I've got to be somewhere relatively friendly. No? Oh, no. Okay, got it. This stinks. This is total BS. Here, hit both of them. There we go. This is going to take forever this way. Oh, come on. Cube water? Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna spend time
cure water.
That thing on. Oh, cure water. Cube water is that's known as ice, I think.
Hot ice.
Hot ice. Oh man, you heat up the ice cubes. It's the best of both worlds. It's Phil Brigma. I beamed him in the minor leagues, and he's been following me around ever since. Oh, one of my... there is one part of that movie that always drove me nuts, which was when Rowan Gardner's in his basement, he sets up a scene where he is pitching for like the last out of the game, and he says, bottom 9, 2 out, full count. And then he goes through, he takes a long look at the runner at second. And then he lines up and, oh, there we go. And then he lines up and he throws a strike into the laundry machine or whatever. And then he says strike 1 after that. Totally lost the count. Totally a gaffe on the part of whoever wrote it. He used the wrong line. And yeah, so anyway, that's my little Rookie of the Year story of why that bothers me. Okay,
Well, I mean, it's clearly the worst movie ever as a result.
How dare you? It's still a gem.
That tiny little inconsistency.
Yeah, I can't have that.
That no one in real life would ever make when they're, playing make-believe.
That's true. And the other thing, I remember one other gaffe from that movie. There was a point at the very end when, when you are, or when he's facing the final batter, Hito, or whatever his name is, he hits a home run, but it's foul. And by foul, I mean it stinks. No, it's foul, but right before you see the home run traveling towards the foul pole, you see a hand throw the ball in the air. Right before, if you pause it, I remember on the VHS very clearly, if you pause it, you see like the top 4 fingers letting a ball go out on the, letting the ball go
off screen.
Off screen. So 2 gaffes, Racco, 2 of them. Sorry, we're talking completely missing chat, and I kind of don't mind because you've got a good eye on it. Thank you. But also because I'm digging.
You hear the chat? He does not like paying attention to you.
I mean,
that's what I heard. I don't know what you all heard.
That's what I heard, and I said it. All right. When do I get to a town? Am I dead here? This is no good. I've got nothing.
Nate recently did a playthrough of Chrono Trigger on stream. His first playthrough, and he really enjoyed it.
Very much so. Yeah, really liked it. That's one I need to go back through to learn all of, and kind of see the remainder of what wasn't discovered in the last play. So, I got moogled. What the balls? Come on.
Did.
This is... All right, this is no good. Let's use the bow. I can't use anything. Because I'm just walking around here a moogle. All right. Come on. I mean, am I leveling up by fighting these things, or is this kind of pointless?
You are, yeah.
All right.
Or well, the boy is, the lady and the sprite not so much.
Yeah. Oh gosh, can we
just...
Yeah,
he got to level 9 just outside.
To heck with them.
I saw that pop up.
All right. That's how I got my HP back. Okay, I got you. Okay, what's over here? What's up, A-Merc? Oh gosh, okay, I can't go up that way. Okay, I can go up this way. Let's just avoid all of this. Okay, open. I don't even know where I'm going. We're just running now. Oh boy. Okay. It feels like I'm gonna die.
It sure does feel that way, doesn't it?
Okay, I'm quite scared about what's going on in here. Let's see if we can't use something better here. Oh boy, that didn't work.
They say discretion is the better part of valor.
So you're saying get the hell out of here? Is that what you're saying?
It's a possibility, yeah.
Oh,
you can do that.
I got a switch that does nothing. Jail. I found jailed people.
And he's got no cups of wishes, Hans. At least not right now.
Nothing.
But he
I've
might
got nothing.
very soon.
We've come to help. Where's Diluc? Maybe with the witch.
And yeah, Rishi, the boy is Racco, is me, is Emilio.
Yeah.
The sprite is Chaos, and the lady is Luna.
Lady is Luna. All right. Oh man, just like the people in Pandora, you can bet the witch is behind us. Yeah, I would think so. Are you going to the? Oh yeah.
I like that you're talking to a ghost.
When 3 people step onto the platform bridge. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I do. I need many of the things. I'm gonna buy first. Make sure I can get my cup of wishes first. Oh, expensive stuff, man. Let's get those, and then let's get some... I'll do chocolate, and then let's get some candy, too. I can't carry anymore. Isn't that nice?
Yep, you have a limit of 4 items.
Oh.
A stack of 4, and then you can't carry anymore.
You're a limit of 4. Okay. I don't know what that means, actually. I don't know why I said that. Okay.
What an outrageous accusation.
Well. Alright, I saved my dead guys. Now let's save here. Oh my word.
And Hans, this is the first time you've seen me? Well, yeah.
Apologize.
I'm sorry that this is. I'm sorry that this is what I look like. You know, only when you have this kind of canvas, there's only so much you can do to work with it.
For those of you that are tuning in and are like, why the heck do we got this jabroni on here? I'll tell you why. Because this channel and what we do over here is a community thing. It's the greatest joy I get. The great joy that I get is by hanging out with and spending time with the folks who enjoy this stuff and bringing back the old days of sitting on the couch and enjoying each other's company and just playing games and enjoying ourselves. So that's what we're going to aim to do whenever we get an opportunity to. All right, out that thing goes. Chaos reached level 6, so you got your HP up. Let's kill these things. All right, good. Do I need to sit these things back? Are they too weak to fight right now? I probably should level them up more. Get out. This currently is chaos.
Oh
yeah, we
God,
got that.
Carrie, that is not true.
What was this?
I appreciate the kind words, but that is not true, Carrie. Carrie's spreading lies in YouTube.
Oh, Zeklor hitting another 5 to Reese's Rainbow over on Twitch. Thank you a lot, man. Zeklor, appreciate that a lot. Dude, I'm still blown away by the effort that you guys gave in raising money for that. It's still available on Twitch if you guys want to donate, and always through their website as well for Reese's Rainbow. If you want to know about the fundraiser, any of my old videos and streams are still connected to it. You can read up on it and what they do. But thank you so much, Zeklor. Appreciate that a lot. Okay. These guys respawn. This is the worst. This broadsword does smack, though. And it seems like if we just get in here and hit a little bit, then we can trap them here and... Alright, good. Okay, wait a minute. Middle? Right? I don't... Oh boy. Okay, we made it through there. I need candy. Right?
So do I, but
I know.
I'm not playing the game. I just want like a bag of Skittles or something.
I need candy. All right. Oh gosh. Oh darn. I say that as a reference from an old movie. Do you happen to know what that is? It would be super obscure if you knew what this reference was. When I go, oh darn.
It's not ringing a bell.
Not ringing a bell. From Speed in 1995, the action thriller.
The Keanu Reeves.
The Keanu Reeves.
Movie. Yeah.
Yep. And there's a point when I think his name is Alan Ruck, who plays Cameron Fry, the actor who plays Cameron Fry. They go under the bus, and Keanu Reeves is like, "Oh, F me," and and Cameron Ruck is supposed to, Alan Ruck is supposed to communicate that back to the driver, and he goes, "Oh darn." And that was the comedic line, and anyway, so that was it. All right. Here we go. I saved. Yes, I did save there. All right, David, we're ready. Got us. We're ready. Candy. Next charity drive when, Rishi? I'm not sure yet. We're going to figure that out soon and probably put one up. Yeah, that was the one, Hans. You got it. The gold watch. Okay. What? Ooh. Oh, we got chairs. Oh, we got cows. What the? These are brutal pieces of furniture. What is happening? This is insane. I already had one die?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, Don't smugly.
No, I'm just like, that's literally what happened. You had a character die. Completely avoidable too. It's not like it's the game scaling up. That's just entirely on you.
This is why we bring you along. This is why we bring you into the fold. Son of a bee sting. All right. Are any of these weird science experiments going to kill me? Oh, this is the witch.
I'm
That's
just
why.
looking forward to what's next.
Oh, shut up. See what you get. What noisy little children. What I'm not looking forward to what's next. I kind of am. Part of me is. That now is not the time for leveling up weapons. Now is the time for equipping what you're good at. The 5Ds of dodge chair. That's good. Allow me the pleasure of sending you to Thanatos. That sounds like a pharmaceutical. Ask your doctor about Thanatos. Dialogue. Elinate.
Your doctor is usually trying to help you avoid Thanatos. But Thanatos is the Greek god of death.
Yeah, he's like the stunt double for Thanos, I think.
Or spirit of death or something like that. Thanatos means death, so yeah.
I just sent him to the ruins of Pandora. Okay, my magic doesn't seem to work too well, and I couldn't handle it. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him there. Thanatos, the head of a secret organization that intends to overthrow the kingdom. How could you? Tee-hee-hee-hee. He's already dispatched the most of the people in Pandora. All that's left is for Sir Thanatos to storm the castle from the ruins. Now, won't you be so kind as to feed yourselves to my cute little Spiky? Something tells me it's not cute. Something tells me it's not little. But something tells me it is hungry.
And spiky.
Okay. All right, Fox. Don't do that. That he would.
He's also Fox is incorrect. I don't speedrun this game, and I've never thought of speedrunning this game.
And not for nothing, but Fox has never played this game, so you don't know how hard it is. And I make it look easy because I'm really good. Oh, balls! That was no good.
I have thought about speedrunning the remake, but not going to speedrun the original.
What in the actual F is happening here?
You're getting spiky tigered, is what's happening.
Whoa. That was close. So, yeah. All right. Let's take one of these. Fire bouquet. My attack is down. Fire. I am getting just smoked.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Am I supposed to die here?
I mean, you specifically? I mean, yeah, it's your first time.
Can I even hit him? That's not a purposeful die point. That's one of those that you're supposed to win.
Yeah. Like, so Spiky Tiger is a really difficult boss.
You don't say. Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, you just kind of have to learn, like, through trial and error, how to deal with all of it. But this is sort of like the big inflection point in the game's difficulty. So once you get past this, well, there's still going to be challenges. You're going to look back and think, at least this isn't Spiky Tiger.
Okay, so really it's that level here. Okay.
Yeah, it's that boss fight, yeah. And Angry Helder, so the remake of this, which came out in whatever it was, 2017, is this game with very, very minor quality of life tweaks. Like, you can move in all 8 directions, and you don't actually need to have your characters on screen, like, with you. Like, you can actually leave them behind and still progress through areas, and you can hotkey some things. But other than that, it is exactly the same game, mechanically and under the hood. So, I like it, because it is still this game. It's just this game with a graphics update and some quality of life changes.
I think part of me wants to play this leveling up game a little bit. I don't know that it's going to help a lot, but I feel like it's doable if I give them the ranged weapons. I'll be the tank, and we can see if we can get a little bit of just a little bit of XP, perhaps? A little bit of HP? Is that... Am I wasting time, or is that the play here?
No, that's a good play. A very easy grind is actually like going in that door up at the top and coming back into this area.
Yeah,
and
this
then
one
just
here.
using your ranged weapons to kill the wolves completely safely from across that gap, because you can shoot the bow and the boomerang from across that gap.
And the wolves are highest XP, my highest XP foes here?
That I don't know. I just know that they're the safest things for you to kill.
Oh, okay.
Like,
because these things
they only attack melee, so they can't hit you from across there.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, good point. All right, everyone, let's leave. Hi, we're leaving. Hi, we're leaving.
Perhaps just as importantly for the experience, you get the gold so that you can buy more cups of wishes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good point. I got to be full stocked with those for... Okay. Let's open this. Make sure I get something that's awful for me. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the thing.
And Rishi really getting you in chat too.
Oh, is he? Oh, good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, good. I died immediately. Nice job, you moron. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, man, this is something. I got punched in the face by a treasure. All right, we're leaving. Come on, dork. Oh, gosh, you again. All right, out you go. Oh, and you're saying from here, I can just rock the... Yeah, okay. Hang on. All right, so we're going to rock the bow. Wait, I can do a special attack here. What's that? Nothing more than just charging it up and waiting, I guess.
Yeah, and slightly more damage.
Okay. Werewolf gets whacked. All right, one down. 2 in the box, ready to go. We be fast and they be slow. All right, so Chaos levels up if... Oh, yeah, but I can't level up the lady because she a goner. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and buy these from... Okay, yeah, that's a good grind. We're going to do that for a wee bit. Oh, but this thing. This stupid thing.
So a mechanical thing to know about the game, or that can be good to know about the game, is that aside from your characters and various NPCs and things like that, there can only be 3 things. So 3 enemies or treasure chests or something like that. So that eye there does spawn the little Chobin hoods. Yeah. But as long as those 2 werewolves are there, it can't, because all 3
are on the screen.
For stuff yeah.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. Okay, good to know.
So that can also be a thing to manipulate later on for things like slimes. If one of them drops a treasure chest, maybe don't pick it up immediately, because then the rest of the slimes can't then respawn a 3rd one. Just
makes sense.
Little things like that.
Yep. I got you. Okay. 2, 2, 1. I gotta hit the axe and the knuckle. Boomerang's done. All right, good. These guys are just gonna keep attacking.
I just noticed that skill is misspelled in that menu there. It's S-K-I-L.
Is it a character limit, or is it just that they don't know how to spell?
You know, with the localizations that were happening in the early 90s, in the mid-90s, you never can tell.
Yeah, that's true. Weapon skill, there it is. All right.
There were definitely character limits on text boxes and character names and things like that just were hard coded in, but then there are typos and things like that that just sneak in.
Yeah. Huh. All right, give me some good stuff here. There's one. So what am I supposed to do with this tiger here? The thing lands on top of me to start, and seemingly impossible to deal with. Get one of them out of here. Oh, I got moogled.
Well, you do have 2 different kinds of attack. You do have your swords and your spears and your axes, but you also have your bow and your boomerang.
So it's varying ranged, and obviously it seems fairly obvious that I cannot in any way what am I trying to say? It doesn't seem like I can melee that thing. It seems like ranged is the only viable way if it's going to get up on that top, I don't know, pedestal or whatever it was in the corner. Nope, whoops. Oh, this thing is taking a while. There we go. Big shot. Come on back, dork. There you go. Okay. What do we got as far as a status here? This is like checking how far a video has been rewound. I'm like, all right, I don't feel like waiting. How much longer? Okay, 137. $34, that'll be quick, and I need that anyway, so I need to get these dorks to keep away. And sorry, dorks is a loving term, but I need these dorks to stay away for now. I think I want to control things with the boy first. And all right, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to figure out why. Let's use the axe here first and kill this thing first with it. I got boogled. Son of a...
So yeah, Chad, at least for this game, for right now, Nate isn't looking for backseating. Like, you know...
Yeah,
tips and things like that. He'll specifically ask questions that he'll want answers for, and he'll let you know, or he'll let whoever he's chatting with know.
Yeah.
So try to keep like specific directives for what you want him to do in order to progress. Keep that to a minimum, but wait until he asks, because he will ask. Nate is good about engaging with chat to ask for help.
Tonight, very bad, but generally speaking, yes. Because I'm just like fixated on what I got to do here, as well as... All right, so I got relatively full...
James.
What? What's he saying to me?
James in chat says, if only no backseating was in the title. And like, I mean, yeah, he's got a point. He's got
well,
a
I
point.
did try. Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point. All right, let's see what we can get here. Give me some more cups of wishes, because I am going to be dead as a doornail, Smalls. Okay.
Oh yeah, Jarrett brings up that you published your Aladdin video today, right?
Yesterday. Yeah. So that went out yesterday. That was the Sega Genesis version of Aladdin, which is very different from the Super Nintendo version. Super Nintendo's a Capcom release, from what I understand. So I wasn't familiar with it. The Sega one I had played a little bit at like friends' houses and stuff growing up, but I never really played the Super Nintendo version. But the
Sega one I think is better.
Sega one is
I like
just
it
from playing like
more.
the first level of the Super Nintendo one, it didn't compare at all. The Sega one was so clean. It was a lot of fun to play through.
It's not like the Lion King, where the SNES and the Genesis version are basically the same game. Like
yeah.
The Aladdin on both they're just different games, and I do think that the Genesis one is way better.
Genesis one was really good. I don't know, the Super Nintendo Lion King one I liked simply because there was a mechanic that you could execute with one button as adult Simba by pressing, I think it was the X button, to do his like hind leg 2-slash attack or whatever. Also what you need to do to throw Scar off of Pride Rock, but you have to use like a button combination on Sega to do that one. All right, I have some money. I've got 4 cups of wishes. I'm leveled up a little bit. Let's save here and give this thing another go. Let's see what happens. And I think we know what's going to happen. So
Rishi asks, what game should Nate play next? That's a good question.
Mario RPG?
You know, you're going to be at this one for a little while, because this is, you know, it's an RPG. These are longer games. But do you have anything in mind that you'd like to consider next?
Oh, Rishi on Terranigma. I think he's the one that's told me about it many times. I have not played Terranigma, nor have I heard of it, frankly, until I think he mentioned it. So, I'm not sure.
I've been meaning to play that as well.
What is the premise of that one?
So Terranigma is part of what's called the like Quintet trilogy.
Okay.
The first one is Soul Blazer, the second one is Illusion of Gaia, and the third one is Terranigma. In the United States, well, North America, we never got Terranigma, but it was released to Europe. Actually, one of the very few role-playing games that was released for the Super Nintendo for Europe. One of their very first RPGs that they got in the European region was Final Fantasy VII, so they did not get 1, 2, 3, 4. They didn't get anything.
Okay, yeah.
Terranigma was one of their like big ones that. But it's a really, really beloved game by people who play it. I have seen the story. I've seen people play through it. It has action combat RPG elements, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of puzzle solving elements, so you get a little bit of some like Zelda Link to the Past stuff going on with dungeon crawling and puzzle solving. And you have a genuinely like funny and engaging and heartwarming and tragic story all in one. Like, it's very wonderful writing too. So that like we would love to see him play it too. I don't know how he would play it. Because it was never released in the United States, so you would need to get some sort of like emulator for it, which you can find, like you can do that, but I don't know how you exactly would go about doing it. But I would love to see just more people play it, because I'd also love to play it myself.
Terranigma. All right. So this is how you learn that there are chairs that kill you. It seems.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
You learn chairs can kill you by getting killed by chairs or killing them first. Just like in real life.
That's how I take care of it in real life. Have you ever seen Pure Luck with Martin Short and Danny Glover? Classic 90s movie comedy, but the premise is that he is the unluckiest man in the world.
Which one's he in this case? Martin Short or Danny Glover?
Martin Short.
Okay.
And he's the unluckiest man in the world, and he is asked, like, the daughter of the head of this company is also the unluckiest woman in the world, and she gets kidnapped on like a vacation to South America or something. And they ask Martin Short to go and look for her. The theory being, and it's Harry Shearer, I think, is the guy who has the theory, is like, if she's the unluckiest woman in the world and got swallowed into a black hole, this is the guy that would get swallowed into the same black hole to go and find her, basically. So he ends up being the leader of like Danny Glover, who's like an FBI agent, and he goes, and the first thing they do is they sit at this huge conference table. There are like 20 chairs, and they break the leg off of one, and they put it out there, and they break the leg off of one, and they're like, sit wherever you want, just sit at the table. They invite him into the room. They're like, here, please sit down. He said, where should I sit? Wherever you want. And he walks around a little bit. He's, no, I'll just sit here. And he sits. Of course, he picks the one with the broken leg. And as soon as he falls back, they go, thank you, Eugene. That'll be all. And he exits the room. And he goes, what the hell was that? He's like, if that were your daughter, where would she have sat? And that was how they present the hilarious movie. But he's just befalling, like, he's constantly, Calamity is just constantly following Martin Short around, and he does an awesome job with it. Yeah, see, nice. Star Fox knows. Star Fox saw the bee sting scene. It's a great scene. Top scene for that one. All right.
Chaos asking questions of me as well. My favorite game? Secret of Mana. That's why I'm here.
That's the one. This is the one.
Oh, God. What do I consider the greatest game?
Ooh, the greatest game. That is such a difficult question to answer. One of the reasons I wanted to do this project of playing all the games, though, is because I wanted to try to answer that as informed as possible by playing all of them, and kind of just at least feel like I can provide somewhat of an informed answer to that question.
Yeah, it's a really tough question because like so many different games just play so differently. Like, just picking two really good games, not at random, but Super Mario Bros. 3 and Chrono Trigger aren't comparable games. But one could make a very strong argument that they are among the best, if not the best, at the genre of game that they are, but they're not comparable. So I don't know if I could answer what's the greatest game. Like, there's just too many different kinds of games. Yeah,
Hans, I was talking about Pure Luck. Yeah, it's hard because it's so subjective, number one, but even if you try to be objective, like you said, the genre, how do you compare apples to oranges? There's a case to be made for a sports fan that Tecmo Super Bowl is the best Nintendo game created. But it's very narrow in terms of its appeal and in terms of, potentially the market that it appeals to. But there's an argument to be made that it was just a certified top game banger for what it was. So I don't know. I'm just not sure. But let's try this. This is a nice little thought experiment for you personally. Now, are you more of what's the earliest system you go back to? With kind of
NES.
NES, really? Okay, so
yeah.
What is your NES game? What is your top NES game?
Super Mario 3.
3 is? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't gone through it yet on this little journey here. Let's see. Right now, that was the wrong one. Shoot. Not paying attention. Right now, if I had to pick one, I haven't played a game better than the Guardian Legend yet. In my group of 50, in my opinion. That game had just enough of everything in it that made it so interesting. I don't know if you've played that one. But if I had to pick one right now, combination of shoot 'em up. It's got a little bit of like the Crystallis feel to it, where there's like some Blaster Master feel to it, where you're looking around for weapon upgrades, special item upgrades, exploring around these different caverns in a massive map, looking for your items and power-ups, and then going through these shoot 'em up stages to finish these corridors of all of the like bosses in there. It's really, really good. I love that one. Castlevania 3 is up there for me too. Castlevania 3 for Nintendo is really stinking good. Those are probably my top 2 out of this batch of 50 that I've played so far. Okay, what the hell am I gonna do here? Jared, it's so good. It's so good. All right. What am I supposed to do with this stupid
thing?
thing?
As awesome as this game is, it's blown out of the water by the second. So I'm gonna be pedantic and correct you, Pet Brett. This is Seiken Densetsu 2. The first game in the series is Final Fantasy Adventure, as localized as Final Fantasy Adventure here. What you're thinking of is Seiken Densetsu 3, which we eventually got just a few years ago as Trials of Mana. So I actually like this as a game better than Trials of Mana because of the more fluid action combat. In Seiken Densetsu 3, everything is a little bit more start and stop just because they programmed the game to be too powerful for the Super Nintendo, and so everything you do stops combat to resolve an action before it then continues. It's a surprising instance of the game being too powerful for the system it was developed for.
No kidding. Chaos again with 5 gifters. Sorry to cut you off, Rocco. Nope. My apologies. Chaos with 5 more gifted memberships joining the shareholders. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We got 2 Utes. Oh, that's a great username. 2 Utes. Jespinos.
What's a Ute?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Youths. Druium. AZ Cowboy. What's up, man? Blistered Thumb grabbing one, and Crazy Big JJ. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate you, Chaos. All right, let's try moving around, not dying. What do you think of that strategy, Cotton? Bold?
Oh, not dying is a good strategy. That's a good one. You should try that one. I've tried that so much in my speedruns, and it has some mixed success.
I don't like being trapped by this thing. Stop eating my friend. Don't eat my friend, because she is my friend. They're both dead. Don't eat my friend. He just rolled and hit me in the face. Come on, come on, come on. It seems really cheap that I can't get out of here. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? There we go. Along with these sprites that don't want to follow me? Come on, dude. Unconscious my hind end.
It's tough, yeah.
Yeah, you're tough. Okay. Which one? Oh. Gotta do something better than this. Come on, I used it! Thank you.
So you are incidentally discovering another odd quirk of the game in how it processes dealing damage versus healing. Like when you have done both at the same time to a thing, or a healing spell and an attack hit at the same time, these things still have to be processed linearly. So you can actually end up canceling damage by healing at the right time.
Canceling damage by healing at the right time. This sounds made up. All right, hang on. I got chocolate. This thing,
Chocolate
I probably
does heal.
Yeah, I think I want it with Emilio though because, probably because of that crap. Oh crap! Oh crap! He is way faster than he should be. I'm unconscious. Actually, you are unconscious. I'm just watching at this point. I mean, can I press buttons to get up? Is there anything I can do?
No, not really.
Oh, that's just dynamite. Oh, did I get him? Come on!
Very, well done. It's a tough boss, and hey, you did it second try, which for first playthrough, really, really impressive, actually.
Woo! Come, Honor, we are going to try with Beer Clock. We're going to get that going. We're going to try to get that out this month, the next ranking episode of that discussion. I know he's got some projects for editing, so go ahead.
Angry Helder, he does know about weapon charging. He just, for whatever reason, chose not to do it in that fight, and it's perfectly fine. He was able to win.
Yeah, I know about weapon charging, but I was, what's the word? Scared out of my mind during the whole thing. Do I come back down here? Yeah. If I have to fight another thing, I'll be upset. You, lady.
But what if you have to fight two things? Just questioning.
I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Okay, I've been trading the villagers for Thanatos' herbs. From now on, I'll simply be a normal elderly lady and live peacefully. Ruins south of Pandora. All right. Yeah, give me the treasure chest. The orb in the underground palace. You needed to use the magic of ice, but I don't have any more magical power left. Okay, hang on. What? Give me these things. Good, I found 50 gold. How exciting. Okay. I got the whip. That a new weapon?
It is a new weapon, yeah.
Ooh, Devo would be proud. Ooh, look at this thing. A little Bayou Billy reminiscence right here with the long range. Did I get an orb from that tiger?
You did. I can't remember what it is.
How do I know? Like, how do I go back and find out? Is it a status screen?
Go to the level screen.
The level screen. Oh, yeah, because it'll tell you if I hover over, right? Ah, I got the boomerang orb. Do I only get one? Did it give me more than one?
You only get one per
you
boss.
only get one per. All right, boomerang orb. What's up, dude? Let's go and
Dark Jack with the $5.
Thank you.
YouTube job.
Appreciate that.
Tip.
A big tip. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for dropping that. It's cool whip, pet. All right, I'm liking it. By the way, this music brings down my stress level a lot. It's like victorious music, and it makes me feel good and happy. That I feel like dangers have left.
Victorious music.
Yes.
Did you talk to the witch again after you got the whip? Just curious if you did. Like, I'm not actually. It's not a leading question. I'm just curious if you did.
just a second.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I
You
did.
not.
Yes, I did.
You're walking back. Oh, okay.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was getting my steps in. What's the problem with that? Diluc is alive. Can you hear me? Come immediately to the water palace. It's Luca. Now, what's the matter? I'm going to.
Oh yeah,
Diluc.
Brian. Those fights in Trials of Mana are also kind of, well, one is a literal wall, but so these are kind of colloquially, these are known as like just sort of that one boss fight, which is just a very like unusual difficulty spike, and part of the reason for it is because this is a kind of tonal shift in the game. You were kind of working aimlessly, randomly doing things here and there, but now you have the name of a villain that you're going to be pursuing, and you have a kind of goal in mind. So it's sort of converging on moving from the introduction to the game to this now more established, like, okay, we're on a quest.
We are.
So you do have that big step to overcome.
Wait a minute. Ah, she leveled up. That's what it was. Luna's got the broadsword at level... Oh, this doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it does. She's at level 1 with that and level 1 with the spear. Alright, I could give her the bow for a while walking through here. Let her level that up. Huh.
Oh, and I'll just repeat what Chaos has put in chat as well. If you are watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. That does really help Nate out. And feel free to join the Discord. Chaos has posted the link in the Discord to his Discord server. So please come in and chat about video games, chat about sports, chat about movies.
Yo mama. You could chat about your mama. I said that to my boss today. She, I couldn't help the 90s kid within me.
Okay, so you're also on the job market now.
So I had to. I'm sorry, but chat software comes up and they're like, who has time for X? And it's in a group chat with like 3 of us and we all know each other well. And I just wrote back, yo mama. And I felt like the speed with which I replied with yo mama was perfect. And everyone got the laugh and no one took it seriously, which is the best way to take Retro Nate, is to never take me seriously and in small doses. But I was like, the minute I sent it, I was like, okay, she's gonna totally get it. I was joking. She's totally gonna get it. Oh god, she's gonna get it, right? And then I got
you had that wonderful moment of this was either really good or really bad.
Yeah, and the laugh emoji came through, and that was carrying a lot of weight. That laugh emoji, it was, whew, it was doing some heavy lifting there, but did manage to keep my employ while delivering what I felt was a really good funny.
Well, give my best to HR tomorrow.
I know. All right. Hey, skill up. All right, that's what I've been waiting for. The axe is good. I want to axe you a few questions. Ooh. The whip. The boomerang needs another, but only after I forge it. I gotta think. And I'm not good at it. Let's do the spike knuckle next. All right. Wait, no. Balls. Where is it? This spike knuckle stinks. Am I supposed to... Do I need it for things in this game? Because it's annoying. I don't... No reach, no range.
If it's annoying, then don't use it.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be complete and leveled up to where it could be, and that would upset me more. This whole game... All right, listen, your little practical, logical approaches to things are really becoming distasteful, okay? You mean it makes you upset to use it? Then don't. Okay, well, we all know that's not possible, don't we? Oh.
I mean, yeah, I've stopped even thinking of suggesting that you don't need to kill every enemy that you encounter.
Yeah, thank you very much. Leveling up is the only thing that gives me life, and that's... I want to get Yeah?
Oh, no, I actually kind of want to see what you're going to do here.
I want to see what you're going to do.
Okay.
I don't...
So you know those pegs up there that you thought you needed to hammer? You have a new weapon now.
I sure
and while
do.
The whip,
I
while
sure
the whip
do.
may not look like it could hammer a peg, it could do something else.
Oh, baby. That's got a little bit of a Rygar feel. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Rygar on this one. The little crossbow and spanning gaps with the two little pegs there. Yeah. People know what I'm talking about. Hey, he knows how to read. All right, there we go. All right. Cool. Digging it. Is this a shortcut out of here? It's the other side. This is right by the water palace. Okay, because I went over here in my other file a while ago and learned that that's what it is. Okay, but hang on a second. We do need to go to the water palace. That was the next thing they called us to. Okay, good. Hang on. Not going in yet. What was over here? Other than fish. You smell that? You smell that, Marv? You know what that smell is? Yeah. Fish. No, it's freedom. No, it's fish. It's freedom. Okay, fine. It's freedom. And it's fish. One of my favorites. These are quite something. But what is... I found this... Okay, so I can get in the cave.
You can get in now, yeah.
I don't want to. These are mad fish. You are angry fish, aren't you? Did you murder a friend of mine? This is no good. Oh, I don't have anything good. Oh, this is no good.
Yeah, that does not look fun for you.
Well, it doesn't look fun for those people over there in Peril's way. I don't care about them. Tough luck, Luna. Tough luck, Chaos. I'm in this for myself. I'm like Gandalf.
Hans in chat says, you know, the whip mechanic probably took someone 3 months to get right. They didn't get it right. There's a lot of interesting glitches you can do around the whip. You won't stumble into them. You actually have to kind of deliberately do things. But there are some interesting glitches that you can do with the whip system that allow you to kind of skip through certain areas. It's kind of neat to watch. Yeah.
I am going to just go in here with ghosts, and if they discriminate against me, I'm going to hold that against them. You're darn right you will restore us. Jeez Louise. Been out here fighting my butt off. Okay, oh, we got MP now, don't we?
Hey, look, free healing and free saving. It's all good.
Feels like a nice place to be. Undyne, the elemental of water, lives in a cave behind the... A cave behind the waterfall, where I just was. It's east of this...
Turns out you have to go there.
Yeah, I bet she's in great danger. Those fish are terrible. Okay, well, then we're leaving. What is that line? Where it goes... it's Kramer and Jerry in his apartment. And he goes... They get into some argument, and he goes, well, you know, if you're unhappy about it, I think one of us should leave. And then they just stare at each other because Kramer's in Jerry's apartment the entire time. Okay. Well... Then we do have to go east, young man. We have no items. Am I gonna run into a guy over there? Hopefully. I got no good armor.
You're gonna run into something over there.
Hang on a second. Before I go this way, is there another town where there might be some upgraded armor for me?
Not nearby.
Shoot. Why not? This thing. No, this is his. This is his. This is the dude, the expensive guy. Yeah. So
Neko,
okay.
Also, fun little language fact for you: Neko is the Japanese word for cat, and he is a cat.
Oh gosh, like I need another one of those. I got 6. No, really, 6 of them.
6 cats?
Yeah, 6 of them. It's a problem.
I thought Paul had 6 cats.
No, Paul.
You had 6 kids.
It all blends together at this point. Yeah. Yeah. 6. So 5. Yeah. We added the 6th as a foster like 7 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. And it was.
Good night, James.
Hey, take it easy, James. Thanks for being here, man. Ooh, Chaos reaches level 9. Emilio to level 11. All right, I'm digging this. This whip, I can get down with this whip. Oh, that's what I want to do. Hang on, I want to go forge this boomerang. Do I need to do that before I do this?
You can do it whenever you want.
Can you?
But you,
oh my
you
gosh.
have to make
You
your
are
way
such a
to the dwarf
counselor.
village.
You're such a counselor. Bresto! Bresto, I think I had that right. Thank you for joining on as a sub over on YouTube. Appreciate that. You're such a counselor. Should I do this? What do you think you should do? You already know. What are you, Niles Crane? Oh, jeez, Louise. Darkjack, have a good night, man.
Is that who I seem like to you?
You already know who you seem like to me, Racco.
Why don't you tell me?
Well, damn you, Niles! Oh, come on. Yeah. All right. No, I want to go down to Dwarfland. This is not to Dwarfland. I would need to go through...
Dwarfland is kind of far away.
Kind of far away unless I take a cannon. Which I don't really feel like doing.
Take a cannon, yeah.
All right, we're not going to Dwarfland. To hell with it. I'm not using the stupid boomerang.
How does that make you feel, Nate?
Angry. Isn't that Chris Farley's line from the fake caffeine SNL sketch? Did you ever see that one? Where he's on hidden camera, and they're like, "Did you know, sir, that you are not drinking coffee but decaffeinated coffee crystals?" And he looks right at the guy serving, and goes, "What?" And he like turns into this rage monster and just abuses everyone in the restaurant, all the waiters, everyone he just starts attacking all of them. And they're like, "How did you feel about your hidden camera experience?" Angry. And that, oh, interesting. Good night. Oh, classic. Okay, these fish are destroying my party. It is not good. I have to set a better baseline, like attack versus retreat metric for them here. Let me go restore them in here, and then let's see what's cooking. Because this ain't good. I thought I had them set to retreat.
You do.
Why aren't they retreat? I just want them to run into the corner of the screen and hide until I take care of business. And then I want them to reap the benefits of the XP that I gather.
So what you have them set at is that they're not going to approach enemies, and if enemies approach them, they'll just try to back away, but they're not going to back away in a particular direction. So in a small sort of combat area like that area with the fish and the little lily pads that act to block ways, they're just going to try to retreat, you know, into a smaller and smaller corner until they get wrecked. So the
I need to go with
NPC
offense then.
This game, yeah, the NPC AI in this is not great.
All right, then I need to go. Then we're gonna send it here, I think. No, I still have him on approach and attack. Maybe I should have him guard and keep away a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I changed it. No, I only changed it. All right, I only changed it for the one. Nah, they both die anyway. To hell with it. It's time to attack. Come on. Can't make an omelet without $1 million, apparently. Okay.
Do you know a dozen eggs is over $15 at my local grocery store?
It's bananas. I mean, it's not literally. Those are different foods.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I opted not to make a birthday cake last week because I'm not gonna buy eggs at that price.
Happy birthday, you son of a gun! Was that the big 4-0?
You know it was my birthday.
Did I know that?
Yeah.
I did know that. That's right. You played a long play of Mana. A different Mana.
Yeah.
The Legend.
A different Mana. Mm-hmm.
Different Mana.
Yep.
Okay. I got there eventually.
Yeah.
Do I like this whip enough to use it consistently? Ranged weapons? Yeah, I suppose I do. Gives me an Indiana Jones feel. Oh, can I please... All right,
also,
if I could...
Technically, oh, go ahead.
No, I got lambasted on my Beavis and Butthead video for suggesting that Indiana Jones tells a story in Last Crusade about how his dad never would have made it past the rats. You recall said story?
But Indy's scared of snakes, Nate.
I got 10 comments
I saw.
of people telling me that he's scared of snakes. And I'm like, dude, it is... You're this is the, what is it? Oh my gosh, 1 hit point already? Why is everyone dead all the time? They can't get through fish.
Yeah, people on the internet are just like, you're always going to get those commenters who don't hear what you said. They hear what they wanted to hear so that they could be right.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Scientific approach to this.
Oh, no. I hate it. I like, you know, it's the pancakes and waffles meme. It's the, you know, oh, I like pancakes. Oh, so you hate waffles? No,
yes.
That's an entirely different sentence.
I don't know
there's just too much of that.
Do I want to kill this little pink lovely thing that looks happy? I don't feel like I want to.
Nate, I have every faith that you can kill things that are happy.
You know, you're all right. By the way, I think that was in my wedding vows.
That
Nate,
you can kill
Nate,
things that are happy.
you can kill all things that are happy.
Yeah.
I said, listen, honey, it's accurate, but I don't know if it's nice. She's like, I don't care. Now shut up and get married to me. Okay. Whatever you say, dear. All right, this is not working for me. And this shirt, it's not working for me. You play football like Ed Gennaro played football. All right. Come on. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, that music.
He fucking ate me. He keeps eating me.
He sure did. He sure does.
Eat me. All right, don't get into the horizontal or vertical line with him. And just swing the sword. Oh, I was definitely not in line with him on that one. That's stupid. Cheese. Cheese. Yep. Got you big bonehead. Tasty pick. Bonehead. Come on. If I had that huge melon on top of my neck. I don't know why I keep thinking. I've got him in a nice little trap here. I'm cheesing him bad right now. Tell me he runs out of MP.
Yeah, yeah, he does. I think he can cast it 3 times.
All right. Biting lizard. Okay.
Yeah. All
right. What do we got? Jedi, you know it. Like a rampaging beast. And that's the way you're going to do it. You tear their fucking heads off and you down their necks. Let us pray. For Jedi, just so you know, my fantasy league is called Clean Kick to the Face Mask in honor of Necessary Roughness. It's great. Okay, this guy's got to be done in 2 seconds here, no? How long am I going to do this before I realize... Okay, I was going to say, how long am I going to do this before I realize it's not doing anything? I got Gloves Orb.
Well, now you have stronger gloves, or you can forge stronger gloves.
Armor? What gloves?
The spike knuckles.
Oh, the knuckle. Okay. Okay. All right, got you.
Yeah.
All right. Music is again happy. Hello, lady. Hello, lady. I figured there are 4 of us. 4 white horses. If assuming we find the lady. Hello, lady. All right, thank you. I am undone.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that you had shown him the movie.
I know.
I can't remember what you said, how he reacted to it.
He liked it very much.
I know you said that he was originally scared of the Dream Lady, but how did he like the movie now that he's older?
This was the coolest part. I was like, hey, why don't we try The Princess Bride again? And what does he do? He's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, come on. Boxing, fencing, chases, escapes. I gave him the whole line, and he goes, okay, I guess we'll watch. So it was like the whole arc of that kid leading it. It was perfect. And by the middle, he was doing the same thing. He's like, wait a minute. What happens to like he was following that kid's arc the whole time. It was really, really cool. But yeah, he liked it.
Oh, that's perfect.
He liked it. Yeah. I am Undyne. My power is your reward. I will give you 2 kinds of magic. Luna can... Oh, thank God. Okay. Luna can use my recovery and defense magic. Thank you. Chaos can use my battle magic. My man. Get it right or pay the price. Hans, are we singing Salute Your Shorts down here? Sorry, chat. I'm the worst. I hope you guys have been keeping yourselves entertained. I will go back and watch this and see how badly I neglected all of you. Emilio doing the best that he can to keep up with chat in my stead as I pay attention to no one and nothing at all. Your mana sword will one day become more powerful than any magic. You can receive an elemental's power such as Ice Saber. Ooh. Luna can cast Ice Saber on your weapon to turn enemies into snowmen. And take this with you. It is one of the mana weapons. Pole Dart. That sounds like a weird track and field event. Call me anytime.
Yeah, it's the javelin.
The Pole Dart. That's the javelin.
Yeah.
Gained Undyne's powers. All right, cool. No one can stop you. You're right, Chaos. All right, we got to see what's happening here. This is wild. Okay. Not the equipping. Level. Let's see. All right, so I got all 8 weapons. There are no more to collect. That's
Correct.
pretty kick butt. All right. Oh, whoops. I ruined everything. Sorry. Spike Knuckle now has an extra. Boomerang has an extra. Still looking for the axe, the dart, and the bow and all that. Okay. Okay. Equipping the sword. Oh. So having the sword equipped raises your agility and evade percentage when you have it at level 2. Is that right? If you have the user of the sword is level 2. Okay.
No. Not if it's level 2. Just has the weapon equipped.
So if I have it level 2 for Emilio, but then I give it to Luna, Luna's agility and evade percentage is up because it's a weapon-based. It's a weapon-based skill. Okay.
Now, it was this being a product of its age. In the original, a lot of the weapon abilities don't actually kind of translate into anything material for the game, just because. I mean, this harkens back to the origin of this game as originally being designed for the Nintendo CD, that project between Nintendo and Sony that fell through. And so a lot of stuff ended up having to get scaled back for the cartridge, and somewhere along the way, some things just, ended up not working properly, and some of the stats don't really matter too much, like evasion, like these things. Actually, it might not be agility and evasion. I may be thinking of a different stat, but there are some things in here that just kind of don't matter too much.
Okay. Zeklor, thank you.
With the Prime
Appreciate
sub.
that for the Prime sub over on Twitch. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that a lot. Big time sub over on Twitch for Zeklor hooking us up over there. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Those Prime subs, you only get 1 per month, and you used it on me, you sly dog. All right, let's get this.
Oh, Rishi, that's really cool. You can get a PAL to NTSC converter cartridge called the My Arcade Super cartridge. That way, Nate could play European release games. Oh, that's very cool to know.
Okay. All right, we saving. All right, level 11, 8, 9. Counter, what's that? Oh, that's just the number of saves I've done, right?
Number of times you saved, yeah.
Okay. All right, use Undyne's power to stop the lava in the underground palace. Crystal orbs are made to respond or react to an elemental's power. So, in the underground palace, that was the dwarf area, right? No, that was... Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we're headed next. And we'll forge our 2 weapons when we get there, too.
Yeah, in your previous stream of this, when you beat the Tropicalo fight, the elder of the dwarf village said, like, oh, the palace is here, but you need ice magic, and that's why you got to go to Elodie because of the pool of lava. So that's what sort of guided you there.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm going to go this way. That's where I got hit by goblins. There's a mush boom.
Oh, yeah, about the goblins thing. So you do need to trigger that scene in order to recruit the girl from Pandora, like to go that route, but you don't even have to get that scene. The reason you got it is because you ended up talking to the soldiers that were outside the Water Palace.
Okay.
Before... Yeah, if you talk to them 3 times, that's when they then decide, all right, now we're going to go march into the woods to take on Eleni. And if you trigger that, that is the event trigger that allows you to be captured by the goblins.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's
so
why it happened.
optional.
Yes, I got you. Okay, if you avoid them, then you can get through. Thank you so much, A-Rod, for the follow, or for this sub over on YouTube. Appreciate that. Oh, let's get something. Give me something good. Okay.
This game is the entire reason, Hans saying in YouTube, that Square did a big FU to Nintendo. Square had appealed to Nintendo to go through with the CD Tech, and of course we know what happened. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true, Hans, because a few years later, Square and Nintendo collaborated on Super Mario RPG. Secret of Mana came out in, what was it, 1993? 93,
yeah.
Yeah, so, there were still games that were coming out in 94, 95 that did not have that long of a development cycle, because back in the days of the Super Nintendo, like if a game was in development for 2 years, that was considered a really long time. A lot of games were developed from start to finish in less than a year. So while it certainly did sour their relationship, I don't think that specifically was why Square ended up then going with Sony later on for things like Final Fantasy VII and so on. Squaresoft continued to release some fantastic games for the Super Nintendo after this, including Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG.
And
a whole bunch of others, yeah.
So much fun.
Oh yeah, earlier in chat, and maybe I didn't say anything, earlier in chat somebody had asked, what are the odds that you'll play Super Mario RPG on stream?
As good as any. It's one of the other games that's on the SNES Mini that I'm using for this one. I've played through it before, so it would be more of a familiar run-through for me, but certainly a beloved one. That's another one where, like, while I know the main track of the game and where to go and stuff like that, there are, I'm sure, many things that I don't know about that I could use to use knowledge on, of like where the hidden chests are and stuff like that, and in different parts of the game too. So that would be a fun one to learn and go through. Yo, come on, who is that? Zeklor?
Zeklor with the 10.
Yo, thanks so much, Zeklor. Super kind of you, man. And that going over to Reese's Rainbow as well. That's what I'm talking about. Hooking them up with another 10 on top of the stack. Very kind of you, man. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't know, and I haven't done it as much tonight because the YouTube fundraiser has ended, but for those of you that don't know, Reese's Rainbow is an organization that advocates for and supports the adoptions of kids with special needs from all over the globe, finding them forever families and getting them hooked up with families for support, care, love, all the things that kids deserve that many kids sadly don't have the opportunity to have, whether it be, from a variety of circumstances. We adopted 2 of our 4 kids from Reese's Rainbow. We became aware of them because of Reese's Rainbow. They do amazing work. They do selfless work that just tries to make sure that kids grow up with a family. So, Zeklor, thank you so much for the donation to that. Anyone else that wants to, it's available on Twitch, or you can just go to ReesesRainbow.com to donate to the cause. You can take a look at some of the kids that they're advocating for now. But yes, a wonderful organization, and Zeklor, the latest to throw 10 on the stack for that awesome group. So thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I did fight Culex in my last one. What up, Mega? Jumping in here as the latest member. Thanks, man. I did fight Culex last time I played Super Mario RPG, and it was... Ooh, Kung Fu dress sounds legit. That's a Luna item. This was what I was thinking of, where I should have gotten stuff last time. And let's go ahead and get a few of these.
It was a bit of a hike from where you were, so...
Yeah. All right.
But now you're on the way back.
Let's just buy all the cups of wishes here, and then I can't hold anymore. Okay, good. And let's get all the candies. That's a very good-looking candy. The pink wrapper, the little blue squiggles. That's an appealing candy.
If I remember correctly, in the original Japanese, it's called like bubble gum or something like that, because it does kind of have like that classic like double bubble wrapper kind of thing.
Sure does.
I think I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, Kung Fu dress is legit. Wait a minute. Is that a Mario RPG item? Kung Fu dress? That sounds familiar. Does Princess get that?
I don't.
I'm trying to think if they did. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well then, forget about me. Don't worry about me at all.
And Brian Hensey, is that what led to the creation of the PlayStation? Yes, the falling out with Nintendo that Sony had about the Nintendo CD. Because Sony had already put some work into developing the technology, there's like, well, we're going to use it now at this point, and we're going to make our own theme park with blackjack and hookers, like that sort of Futurama thing. And then they ended up creating the PlayStation as a result. Yeah, sorry, Futurama reference for those who don't know.
Oh, well, that makes it less cool, because I was wondering where this place was. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's like the second episode of Futurama. But yeah, no, so that's where we got the PlayStation from, and Sony entering the console market as instead of just being like a peripherals kind of thing. And yeah, as quite a few people are saying in chat, it's because Nintendo sticking with cartridges limited the amount of space that could be used to make a game, whereas the CDs allowed for more flexibility, more space, so more advanced things like animated cutscenes, movies, FMVs, that kind of stuff. And that was a direction quite a few game developers wanted to go. So yeah, that's kind of the thing there.
Wow. X-Man, what's going on, man? Viperus, what's going on? Ayame, I'm missing everybody. Sorry, everybody in chat. Next time, I'll be able to catch a little bit more of what you're saying. All right, let me swing around. I don't think I've been in this village at all. Is there stuff I need to know in here?
Not really. This is just a town that exists.
Okay. Yeah.
It has that shop. And that's about it.
It would seem from the order in which you encounter it that you really don't.
You would have come here before.
Would have come here before, and like I'm probably beyond its level now. Yeah, it's just a small just a 2-house town with a little child running around. Isn't that nice? Actually, never mind. There are more houses down here and an inn. And what is this? Items? This wasn't where it just was, right?
It was.
Sorry.
Sorry,
everyone.
Specialist in Twitch saying you're making great progress for a first playthrough. They got stuck and lost 10 times before getting to that point.
Dude, that's
undying point, yeah.
The stinking tiger was legit. That was a tough one. Yeah. All right, but I'm going up here this time. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Where am I? Dwarf lady. Dwarf village. That's right. I'm going there. Underground palace. That's where we're headed.
Yeah, in the chat, a couple people mentioned a few different games that are sort of in this vein. So one was Secret of Evermore, which I will say I was initially disappointed in as well, because I was thinking like, oh, it's Secret of Mana, but like a different game, but it's not. And it is actually kind of unfair in retrospect to judge one game based on another, because it was trying to be its own thing, just taking a lot of mechanics, like the ring menu system and things like that from Secret of Mana. But I haven't played it yet as an adult, so I don't know what my feeling is beyond that. But I will say, Secret of Evermore is kind of a technological accomplishment because of how much the US team was able to reproduce from Secret of Mana, despite not having access to Secret of Mana's code. They just sort of reverse engineered so much stuff and were able to kind of faithfully reproduce it, that whether you like the game or not, it is a kind of technical accomplishment. And I gotta give him props for that.
All right, I gotta figure out what the I'm doing.
Just keep roaming around and going down hills and stairs as you see them.
I shall. I need to change up some weapons, though. That's what I wanted to do. Let's get you going on that, and let's get you go on something else entirely. Let's do the pole dart. Sounds like a good one. And now, what do I have you? I have you with the spike knuckle because this thing stinks, but these are dumb enemies and I might be able to just cheese some XP. XP cheese is one of my favorite cheeses, by the way. Okay. Ooh! I punched that flower right in the stamen. I don't actually know what a
you heard a
stamen
rumor
is.
that the devs... stamen is one of the reproductive organs of a flowering plant.
Right in the stamen! That sounds good. I'm gonna use that.
There you go. Rishi says they heard a rumor that the devs lost the source code for Secret of Mana, so they had to rebuild the engine. I'm on the one hand, that's a kind of believable thing because Squaresoft was kind of notorious even for a video game company for kind of losing or deleting their game code. They absolutely did that with Final Fantasy VII, which is why there's so much different in the PC remake of the game, the PC port of the game. And why subsequent releases after the PC port came out actually used the PC port as the base, because they did kind of lose or delete it or whatever. But I don't know if they did that with Secret of Mana, considering the remake. The remake has some very odd idiosyncratic elements that nobody would know to put in the game if they were rebuilding it. They're very, very unusual things that nobody would just know about. So I actually suspect they still had the source code, but I could be wrong because Squaresoft was kind of, bad about it.
All right.
But it's an interesting rumor.
Ooh. Emilio, I love
You got punchy
Power
gloves,
glove.
don't you?
It's
Yeah,
so
there you go.
bad. All right. Watt's axe. Nope, I need more energy orb. Whoops. Did the wrong thing. What's the next one? Boomerang. Okay, let's forge
Have a good
it.
night, Paul.
What's a chakram? Sounds
Boomerang.
fun. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Lippy.
There you go.
Okay.
I mean, ask a stupid question.
All right.
But yeah, have a good night, Collection Craze.
Good night, Paul. Thanks for being here, man. All right, let's rest up and save here, and then we got to grab. We have to use the magic now. Oh crap! I forgot to look at the status screen for the magic. See what I'm supposed to do over here. Okay. Yeah, let's save. Let's just save every minute of every day. All right.
Yeah, chat's got a good point. A chakram is, think Xena Warrior Princess.
That's Lucy Lawless. I can think about Lucy Lawless.
I mean, I often do.
So there we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm sidetracked from Lucy Lawless. Magic skill. Okay, there we go. Dundine. Oh, so you're going to get magic from 8 people. Is that what I'm hearing? Ice Saber, Remedy, and Cure Water. How do I use...
Cube water.
Cube water. How do I use magic? Do I know how to use magic?
You do. It's the ring menu system for your characters that can use magic.
But now, yes. Okay, so is it an extra... That's it. There it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I pick what I want to use, and there's the MP, Remedy, Cube Water. Remedy is for status effects, or is that to revive?
Yep.
But okay, status effects, and then
Status
Ice Saber
effects,
to make, and then this one. Let's see your crap here. Freeze, but you told me to freeze. Acid Storm. Okay. Energy Absorb. All right. Yikes. So much to learn now. Okay, I thought I had these ring menus down, no problem, and now I am, nervous. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What are you? Why are you here? What is this? Why can I... This is what I want to use. Ice? right?
Mm-hmm. That is what Luca said. Yep.
All right, hang on.
X-Man asks, what was the movie where the kid was really good at video games and he faced off against some other guy using the Power Glove playing Super Mario
The
3?
Wizard! The Wizard is everything. All right, hang on. I got a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do anything with this?
So you need to use magic. You need to use the ice magic. So what ice magic do you have?
Yeah, I have Ice Saber.
Mm-hmm.
Use it on all? What the hell? Why not?
Well, so you're using her magic on the party. What about the sprite's magic?
In a minute. Energy absorb, perhaps.
Well, if you're in an area with a bunch of lava, if you're in an area with a bunch of lava, of the energy absorb, freeze, and acid storm, what do you think would work?
Don't say it like that. Don't say it with all your logics. But you told me to freeze. Okay.
Well, so I mean, this is a part of the game that is not actually well communicated. Is the orbs do require specific spells, and it isn't until later in the game that you can kind of narrow down what spell you need to use.
Okay.
But it never tells you exactly, which is actually a little annoying. Like, from a casual perspective. Like, you play the game 600 times, you do learn these things. But first playthrough, it does kind of suck that it doesn't tell you.
Yeah, all right. Pat Brett, just relax. This is painful. Also heard and agreed. Okay, did I decide? Okay, I have a power glove. I did want to use that as the main weapon for this guy. All right, we're going in.
And yeah, just as a general thing, just to repeat what Undyne said, the first elemental sprite that you received, she will cast restoration magic and buff magic for your party, whereas the sprite will cast offensive magic.
Yeah,
so if you're ever trying to think, like, yeah.
Okay.
So it is nice and neatly sort of marked off that way.
All right, Chaos is level 10, because my man is cooking right now. Okay. I just punched both of those guys in the face, and one of them died. That's cool. Okay, weapon skill up. What I wanted. Fished what I wanted. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got 60 gold in there. What's up, me? Hang on. Hang on. And I want to get level 2 with this sucker. Inflicts damage on insects. Seems mean. What in the world? Why am I fighting a chess piece?
Why not?
Well, it's a nice night for a battle. Excuse the pawn. Speed up. I don't need that. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, this is a mess. Look, they got it surrounded. Though. Look at this thing.
I mean, I was trying to be nice, Jedi. I wasn't going to say it like that.
What are we saying here? Yeah, you like that, AA Ron? You know what I'm talking about. AA Ron, have I even said hello to you? Because I'm the worst. What's up, man? Ah, okay. So this was your little your technique with these guys is they can only have 3 on the screen at the same time. That's right. Okay.
I also, and this is just a personal thing, I know different people play differently. I don't like enemies that kind of spawn endlessly.
They are the worst.
I eventually just don't even try to kill them anymore. I just run.
Just go away.
Go to your home.
Go. Are you too good for your home? Answer me. Okay. Those are gone. I did step on a switch. Feels like that might have been important. Stepped on another switch. Okay, I heard a thing. Back down the middle? Maybe? Feels like that's where I should go.
Maybe. I mean, maybe up the middle too, but...
The orb's gone. Yep. I don't like the music change. Lava's gone. Something... What was that? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, we are hacking away at these guys. Come on. Come on. Ow. Okay. That whip is legit, though. What's your favorite weapon?
I was gonna say this earlier. The whip actually does count as a ranged weapon attack as well. So, like, melee and ranged are actually different weapon types or different damage types.
Ah, and okay.
That does come in to play every now and again. Like, it came into play with the spiky tiger, so you could only attack with ranged weapons from when he was perched on either side, although you could have attacked with melee in the middle. So that it does come in handy a little bit if you are maybe struggling to hit an enemy or a boss. Maybe try changing from one type of weapon to another. So the whip does count as ranged.
Whip is ranged. All right, good to know.
And
it
you asked
seems
what my
much.
favorite...
Yeah, what's your favorite weapon in this game?
I'm pretty basic. Probably the sword.
I'm digging the sword. This power glove sucks.
I was actually going to say with the power glove, some of the charge ups for the power glove are cool looking, but like you do have to wait the amount of time to charge it up to like level 3, level 4, level 5. And the charge up moves for the gloves are very much like fighter game inspired moves. So there is one that's like Liu Kang's flying kick. You have like
that's cool.
Uppercut. So it is cool to look at. But it does take time to charge up.
Okay. I'm loosely lawless here, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, the boomerang's also a pretty good weapon too. But the whip is pretty good. Like, because it does have that movement utility as well of being able to cross the gaps with those two things. Which does come in handy quite a bit in this game, so it's a good weapon to just have on somebody.
I need to get this thing going here. Let's get this charged and see what's up. Oh, I missed, of course. Get out of here, dude. Come on. When are any of these things gonna die? There we go. Finally. Golly. Oh, one of my people got murdered.
So remember, you do have access to cube water now.
Cube water. I gotta remember to use things.
You might want to, you might want to use the cube water.
Well,
using magic is how you level it up too. So.
Oh, for the love, leveling it up with that. Okay.
Yeah, and leveling it up makes it more effective. So your buffs last for a longer period of time. The cure magic heals you for more. The damage is more damage, etc.
Cube water is going to be my go forward here. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop with that one.
I appreciate that you won't, and I am glad that as a friend you will continue to do so. Okay. All right, let's... This thing stinks. Let's just go. To heck with that thing.
Yeah, and the axe is kind of nice because you can do things like chopping down big rocks and like those blocks and all that in a way, so it does help you unlock certain areas, but you do have to be really close with the axe, and that always
out of there.
And David Martin, because Secret of Mana is the sequel to Final Fantasy Adventure, that makes a lot of sense that some of the mechanics that you'll see in this game you would have first seen in Final Fantasy Adventure.
got one down. Keeping an eye on the hit points of my party, along with balancing, like, fighting these guys, is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
It is,
You'll
it's
get
different.
used to it,
It's different.
or you'll
That's
have
all
a
I'll say.
psychotic break.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, both are possible.
Men in Black reference.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
I didn't tell you that.
27-hour day. You get used to it, or you'll have a psychotic break.
I didn't tell you that. That was the other one I just watched with Max. That was the other one.
Oh, you did actually mention that. Yeah. Because he asked who the Fresh Prince was, and your phone turned to dust or something.
Exactly correct. Because when we were playing NBA Jam, there is a code where you can be the Fresh Prince, and I showed him, and he was like, "Who is that? I have no idea who that is." I'm like, "Oh, I got you. I'm just going to crumble into dust now and peacefully pass away." Because that's how I felt. And so I had to introduce him to who even Will Smith was. He had no idea. And rather than show him a slap at the Oscars, I was like, let's show him Men in Black, because that was a fun one for me as a kid. I remember watching that and liking it a lot. So, so these guys got a boomerang.
Look good.
He does. All right, wait a minute. We got spawning idiots now. Is that right?
Yep. The pink ones spawn the teal ones.
You're a pink one. Okay. This is no
yeah.
good.
So David, Final Fantasy Adventure. A lot of games were marketed as Final Fantasy that aren't Final Fantasy. They were made by Squaresoft, but it's because Final Fantasy actually did have a lot of commercial success outside of Japan that a lot of games, in order to try to help commercialize them and make them more financially successful, they were just called Final Fantasies. So Seiken Densetsu 1 is Final Fantasy Adventure. You did also have the Squaresoft of America creating and developing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is really, like, it's just Final Fantasy in name only, but it's really its own game. And then, oh god, there was another one that I can't remember. The Saga franchise was just renamed Final Fantasy Legend, also for the Game Boy. So Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, and 3 are Saga 1, 2, and 3 in Japan. So Final Fantasy was successful enough that everything else that Square decided to make, they were just like, if we're going to sell it to white people, we're going to call it Final Fantasy. And it worked for them. White people love Final Fantasy.
You're not kidding.
Just Germans love David Hasselhoff.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Okay, these guys can get bent. Seriously, they are quite annoying. I got tangled. I got gem missiled. Our pets' heads are falling off. They got boomerangs too.
Living together.
Mass hysteria. Oh, now we got chess pieces. One night in Bangkok over here.
Is Mystic Quest any good? So Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was developed by Square of America because there was the perception that non-Japanese audiences, like North American audiences in particular, weren't as keen on a lot of the mechanics and nuance of role-playing games like Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, like that kind of stuff. So it was their attempt to make a very pared down, very basic entry-level turn-based role-playing game to introduce audiences. And it's a fine game. It's just incredibly basic. If you are looking for an introduction to RPGs, Mystic Quest is a fine game. You can't lose at it. Like, it is, when I say it's that simplified, you can't lose. If you die in battle, you get a little pop-up that says, do you want to try again? And you just try again. You can't game over unless you specifically say, I want to game over. But if you are looking for something that's a little bit more challenging, if you're already familiar with a lot of role-playing game stuff, Mystic Quest can seem very boring and trite and things like that. So it really kind of depends on your level of familiarity with the genre. That said, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest has a soundtrack that is so much better than it has any right to be. Don't even play the game. Just listen to the soundtrack. It's simple, like there's not much to it, but it's good for a Super Nintendo game.
All right, I'm getting housed here, man. Badly.
You are.
I need cube water. Oh, I made it to a stage room. You can't barge in here. We gnomes won't allow it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't pick a fight with a gnome. What are you doing? Bad idea.
Gnome.
Oh, crap. This is not good. Not good. You're going to suck me into a boss fight. I fucking knew it. Oh, Lord. Okay.
You have fun with that. I will be over here entertaining chat.
This is no good. Fire breath. All right. Well, Luna's engulfed. Let's put her out with something, potentially.
So I will say I have a particular affinity for Mystic Quest because it is a game that I've recently learned speedrun to, and it can be annoying at times, but I would say that as a game, it is actually really, really good quality for what it is. Given when it came out, which was 1993, whatever, like, despite having the Final Fantasy name, there were only really a small number of Final Fantasy games that we had access to compare it to, and for the time, it fits. It is on the simple side of things, but it still fits within the general quality of everything else that was labeled Final Fantasy back in those days. Whether you're talking Final Fantasy Legend, Final Fantasy Adventure, Final Fantasy II, doesn't really matter. But it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not trying to suggest that you should like it or anything, or if you do like it, I'm not suggesting you shouldn't like it. It's just, you know, it's another game that was out in that time.
Oh, I am just getting destroyed over here.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that deep analysis. I mean,
yeah.
As badly as it could go.
You're dead, so yeah.
As badly as it could go. All right. So, 100. I mean, that's no good. This cannot stand. Where did I save?
So the amount of damage that he did there is because your other two characters are dead. Because he does multi-target, it does less damage.
Okay,
when more of
so
your
when you got
are alive.
So what you're saying is, if you keep people alive, it's better for you.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Especially if you keep the character alive that can cast freeze magic against the fire Gigas. Weird how those things
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm starting to get there.
Yeah.
Oh, Emilio, I might have to call it here. This has been so much fun for me to just sit and chat with you and relax and enjoy your company, enjoy your humor, and yeah, this is great. Thank you for coming on.
Mate. And you are good people, so thank you very much for the invitation.
Of course, thank you so much.
Your community's amazing.
This is
amazing.
This is a wild.
Thank you so much for the conversation and the questions and the engagement with the game while Nate is clumsily working his way through for our
clumsily is gracious. Yeah, clumsily is gracious. We you know, for the last section here before we sign off, for those of you that don't know, when I during the pandemic, when I first picked up streaming as something I wanted to do, Collection Craze, Paul over on Twitch, was the only other guy that we were like, yeah, we'll do this. Well, it's a way for us to hang out and play video games and do that together. And we were like, and who knows, maybe we'll get some people to join along the way. And one of the first streams that I did, Emilio, among others, came in and visited and said hello and made introductions. And ever since then, we have kept up the friendship and discussed things and talked about things, and just through that presence and that continued dialogue, we've become good friends, and that can happen. It doesn't happen as often necessarily on the internet, but I'm very grateful and glad that it's happened with you. So thank you for being here. And
there is a reason that Nate took time off from streaming on Twitch, like as a result. Like he was just like, okay, this is a little too much. I'll just focus on the YouTube. Then I don't have to deal with that Rackadactylus guy.
That was the idea, and yet they found me. I don't know how, but he found me. Run for it, Marty! So if you you guys haven't already, go and check out Rakadactylus, who is streaming pretty much every day. 3 o'clock, I believe, is when you're typically on. But Rakadactylus, you can drop your link in the chat if you want. I know it's been dropped before over on Twitch, doing some streaming of Lufia 2, doing streaming of Shantae, doing speedruns of stuff. Mystic Quest, I know you've done in there, as well as science discussion and things like that on his stream. Just a pleasant, knowledgeable, wonderful guy to hang out with and worth your time. And man, you'll learn a lot just from spending some time with this wonderful guy. Other than his taste in TV theme songs, which is putrid. There is the link. He just dropped it over on YouTube. If you want to go check that out, please go give him a follow. Thank you again for your time tonight, sir. I hope you have a good restful evening. So and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go up and lug my child out of my bed where he undoubtedly fell asleep and get some shut-eye myself. I'm liking this. I gotta, there's more now to process. I'm probably going to do some offline gaming with this between this week and next, and then we will do this again. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Have a good night, chat.
You too, buddy. To the rest of you, thank you so much for chatting with us. I apologize that I didn't quite get to everyone's chat, and by everyone, I mean pretty much no one, but wanted to lock in with both the game and talking to our friend Rakadactylus, Emilio, if you're on YouTube. And I'd like to do that here and there and everywhere as we go through this game, because I'd like to get to know some of you guys and have the community get to know each other beyond perhaps just the screen name if we're comfortable. So everybody, top to bottom, and I'm going to go back and miss everybody from chat. Brian, Luck, David, ZC, Star Fox, Anthony Izzo, Helder Silva is in here. David, Viperus over here. Pet Brett, appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support, for hanging in there with us as we go through. We're making some progress. I got work to do. I'm learning how the game goes. I'm realizing my pursuit of trying to max level all these weapons with every character is pretty insane, and I should probably just stick to certain things that I want to, like the broadsword and spear I really like for certain characters. I got to find my sweet spot. I might do that offline here in this next week, and we will be back at it next week at some point. I will let you know both on YouTube. I'll let you know in the Discord server if you're in there what day it'll end up being, either a Tuesday or a Thursday probably. In the meantime, and I mean this wholeheartedly, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to each other, take time and spend time sitting and talking with people, and spend time sitting and learning about other people and getting to know them, and investing in relationships. That is something that's been impressed upon me this last week, that it's so easy to become isolated, so easy to become just withdrawn and kind of away from everybody, but there is great richness of joy and love, frankly, in relationships with other people. So I encourage you guys to do that in the meantime while we are off. Until then, take it easy. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go over to Twitch, see who's on, see who maybe we can raid for our evening spot here. Who is on over here? Let's go and see. Oh, we got a legend randomizer. Let's go see Emmy Divergent, who is doing a Link to the Past randomizer. All right, hang on one second. Let me get over to the actual screen here. Chat is over here. Chat is over here. There we go. We got a raid over to Emmy Divergent, who's doing a Link to the Past randomizer. If you want to be a part of that, forgive the Inception audio that I've got going. We're going to raid that over now so that we can go say hi to her. And for the rest of you guys, have a great night. Appreciate you guys being here.